And we are here for an extra special episode.
Extra special.
Extra special. But before we start, we've got to give a shout out to the greatest sponsor in the world, Draggin Bags. Head over to Draggin Bags and pick up your BBCs today because you know you'd like to smack somebody in the face with that bad boy. Drop code BIGASS12 at checkout. It's going to save you 12%. So head over to DraggingBags.com and pick yourself up some heat today.
Welcome to the Big Ass Cornhole Show with Sean and Dane, the host you know, talking cornhole life and random fun. Grab a beer, let's get it done. From tossing bags to let's wild ride, tune in and join the party, don't you hide. It's the Big Ass Cornhole podcast time with Sean and Dane. It's always prime.
All right, welcome back to the Big Ass Cornhole.
Here we go. Come on, baby.
I knew you were going to do it. I was fucking waiting for it, too. All right, welcome back, guys. What's going on? Sean and Dane are here, as always. Dane, how you doing, man?
Good.
You well rested? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a weird sleeping day yesterday, but just worked from home today and righted the ship. But
yeah, so we're kind of just giving a little brief introduction this week. We got back yesterday evening.
Yeah,
like early evening. Actually, yesterday was a great travel day. It was easy.
Dude, our flight home was like it was
super
2 hours
fast,
flat.
Man.
Like
Crazy.
I was blown away with how much tailwind we had because Jesus, man, we flew home yesterday. It was awesome.
So we had some travel woes a little bit. We were supposed to get down there Thursday to Denton for Sig III. We're going to golf and do that, but Mother Nature had other plans. She dumped a whole bunch of snow and ice. We ended up getting delayed and rerouted through New York, and then we didn't get down to Texas until I think we eventually got to the venue at like 11:30 Friday.
Yeah.
So it was. I mean, it is what it is. We knew it was going to be a quick trip. Saturday was a blast.
We made the most of it.
Yeah, I mean, we played doubles. We recorded.
Again,
what you're going to hear.
Stop saying the word play when we
participated.
Yes, thank you.
I'm sorry. We participated in doubles.
We stood there for doubles.
We did. We threw bags.
Yeah.
Not well. At all. Actually. And then we got interviewed a whole bunch of guys. Recorded. What you're going to hear after this is the rest of the episode is live from the event. I mean, all right. So it's awkward now that you've had a day to process. Like, what did you think about? I mean, at the moment, I was so disappointed in myself. I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to throw a bag again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, the throwing thing, I'm just so over it now that I just
we both
never
had one of those days.
Shit.
It was the worst either one of us has thrown in since we started, I want to say.
Yeah, it took a minute for me to finally find it.
You
I felt
did,
like the last couple
yes,
games, it finally started clicking. But, like, yeah, I don't know. Like,
I had one good game.
To me,
the only
part
game
of it was, like, the travel woes getting down there and then, like, knowing that I was there for one day, so playing was not my priority.
I think that's a big part of it too. Like before, when we've gone and played, we've had that extra day where we get all of our content done.
We have
that
a day to play
and
we
have
focus
fun.
on it. But this was more like,
and I was trying to see everybody.
We're gonna play. We gotta go and chit chat with people, and then try to get some content in between.
We still sucked.
Yeah, there's no excuses.
Still
I mean,
sucked,
going to talk to people isn't why I threw cornhole bags back.
No,
like that's. Just me.
No, that's not what we're down there. I'm not down there to win money or anything.
Exactly.
It's down there to experience. But the overall event was awesome. It was at the University of North Texas. It was in their indoor facility. They are a D1 school. They have nice fucking facilities.
Yeah, it was
man.
a nice
It was a beautiful
facility.
indoor facility. It was perfect size for that venue. It was a different feel this year than other years. And I wanted to save this take for when we were in the privacy of our
just when it's quiet. You know, don't have people lowering over your shoulder.
It was a different feel, and it felt more ACL-ish this weekend. And I don't know if it was I think it's the venue.
I think so too, because we've been to so many that have been at that like sportsplex kind of venue.
And I'm not saying it's a negative thing. It was still a very positive experience. The tournament ran flawlessly. I mean, with 1,100 people,
1,100 people, and
they were done by 9:30.
Yeah, I mean, we were
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wait,
11.
this is the finals right now?
Yeah.
And that was the other thing. TCL events are always a lot of fun because of the finals.
They just
they
rolled
make
right
a
through
big fucking deal about the finals. They pack it. Now I know because of the weather, they some stuff was delayed and the timing was just off. So I'm going to give him a pass on that.
Yeah.
But I think that was the setup venue wise. And then you had the finals just didn't have that pizzazz it normally does. I think that's probably why, to me, it kind of felt different this year.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I really think the whole finals thing is just strictly because of the timing. Like, they had to push back the start time.
Yep.
There was no break in between, so I think they kind of felt people getting antsy toward the end of the night. So, like, all right, we just need to, like, let this roll through and move on. But all in all, still a bang-up time. I mean...
Yeah, shout out to Jason and Chad and Nick.
Hell yeah. You'll hear from them shortly.
JD, just all you guys. We had a blast this weekend. It was so much fun.
Yes, thank you for your hospitality.
Hell yeah.
It was a blast. Can't say enough, dude. Like,
it was a fun
crew
weekend.
Out there is just so much fun.
And you know what it was? It was nothing crazy, man. Like, it wasn't like no one got crazy drunk. You know what I mean? It was just like good conversation at a table, and it was one of those nights you look up and you're like, oh my God, it's 3 a.m. Like, how did that happen?
It's because we're all adults.
Yeah.
And we just had some adult fun.
It was fun. Yeah, it was just good. It was great conversation. I had a blast. It was a really good trip. It was a short trip. Every time we go down there, it's worth it.
100%.
Like, the amount of content we get, and the people are awesome, and we just get to see so many people that we've become friends with, and people that listen to the show. Can't tell you how many people came up to me randomly throughout the day. The one fan, I wish I can remember his name, came up. He was like, I was going to take a picture of you right as I was taking a bite of the corn dog. And I'm like, I actually looked up to make sure no one was taking a picture. He's like, I know, that's why I didn't take a picture.
We need the eye contact, though, Sean. That's what's the most important part of any phallic-shaped food picture.
But yeah, it was good. The venue was cool. Tournament ran well. I want to go back there when it's not like 20 degrees and there's snow on the ground.
Let's just touch on the fact, too, you said 1,100 unique players.
Yeah.
And that's with shit weather. They had like another 400 or so not come. So, yeah, it was a great weekend.
I needed to see it. I'm so happy the numbers were there. Just because like it's a boost in confidence to remember that like there are still a lot of people that like this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even like in the thing is, like, you only have like so many of the top tier at these TCL events,
and
they have all the way down to E division, and it was sold out.
Yeah, and we're seeing a model thriving.
Yeah, correct.
That's what we need to see. Like,
it was fun. It was good to see. It was a boost of like, I love going to the tournaments because then it just makes me remember like how much I like it. You know what I mean? And just remember that like how far away I ever am to like ever being good at this, because just there's so much talent at every board you walk around. Some of the guys that we played this weekend, and it's like you watch them in warm-ups, and then all of a sudden they turn it on, and you're like, damn, these guys are good.
Yeah, they're so good.
Like,
so good.
We've touched on it before, but the competitive division, or like their B,
yeah,
is no longer what we once thought the competitive division was.
No, not at all. Everyone's just getting much better.
Yeah, man, it's great. It's really impressive. But it's fun. It's fun. Hope you guys enjoy the interviews. We had a whole slew of people, from Chad and Jason, who own the TCL and run all these crazy events.
Actually, Sean, I just had something popping in my head. That's just how my brain works.
Go ahead.
You said a slew.
Yeah.
I was thinking plethora. So do we have a slethora or sleuthera? The sleuthera of guess. All right, move on.
All right.
That's just how my brain works. It just popped in my head.
We had some ACL pros on. We had AJ Sims was there, making his return to TCL event. That was cool.
I loved seeing him out there.
We had ACL rookie Oscar Mairena, who's going to be partnering with Adrian Johnson. We had him for a minute. He had a very successful weekend. Really talented player. He's kind of a name. Again, people that come from the TCL go over to the ACL. A lot of times they have some success. So he's just kind of a name to kind of remember when you're looking at brackets and stuff. Who else do we have? We had Austin Waskow for the first time, also ACL pro. He's
Real
already
nice
done really well on the college scene. Yeah, he was fun. It was we're going to have him on for a full episode. He's playing with Quinn Reeves this year, so they're kind of a team that is under the radar just a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, but I definitely think that by the end of the season, especially watching him play this weekend, it would not surprise me if these guys are like chomping top 10, top 15, right around there.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Who else do we have? We had J Baby, who was Logan Chamberlain's partner in doubles this weekend. So we talked to him for a few minutes, kind of towards the end, unexpectedly.
Yeah, we
were wrapping it up, and then he was taking his picture with his plaque. And the next thing I know, somebody brought him over, and we threw headphones on him. So, but it was fun. Who else do we have on? We had Jordan Stephenson on, obviously.
Yes,
Brandon Thompson,
Mr.
Airwolf Athletics.
I mean, we had Chad and Jason of the TCL itself on, and which Jason, popped his cornhole or his podcast cherry. So that was
certainly did.
That was awesome.
If I'm forgetting anybody, I apologize.
I mean, we're gonna play through them here now and listen back. It's a whirlwind.
It is.
We loved every minute with everybody there.
Yeah.
Everyone that stopped by to say hi or give us an interview. We
You can tell my voice. So I'm still struggling. Like, I'm not sick anymore, but like my voice is just taking a beating. So like I haven't not gotten back to 100% yet. And then we went to Texas. So the first part when we introduce ourselves and stuff, my voice is, I think, relatively strong. But by the end, like I just listened to the last part. It's rough.
It is a little crackly.
So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. We always have fun at these events. And then next week, we're right back at it, usual stuff. And then we're going to be starting to set up best of the bags and stuff.
Hell yeah.
It's
awesome.
that time of year. So hope you guys have an awesome week. Hope you guys enjoy the interviews. And as always, I hope you throw it straight. That's nothing but 4 baggers from here on out.
Cornhole it.
Later.
And now just slowly tune in and listen as you hear the Miller phlegm growing in Sean's throat throughout the evening.
Thanks. All right, welcome back to yet another episode of the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast. Sean and Dane are with you as always. Dane, what's going on?
Oh, man, we're here.
We're live.
We made it.
We are live
We
here
did
at
it.
the University of North Texas in their indoor practice facility. We finally made it down this for Sig III. It is Saturday morning, and let us tell you, it has been quite the journey.
We've been celebrating Saturday morning for a while now.
If you,
It
so if you
started
tuned in last
early
week,
morning.
we told you. So we were supposed to have gotten here on Thursday. We had a tea time set up. Unfortunately, Mother Nature is a bitch, and she had other plans for us. So
yes, she is.
flight on Thursday got canceled. I was able to rebook us for Friday, which is no big deal because everything got pushed back a day anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking perfect. So we were supposed to get here yesterday at like 3 p.m. Direct flight from Cleveland. No problem. Life goes on. We're going to make it work. At 1 a.m. on Thursday, or I guess technically Friday morning, that flight gets canceled and we get rerouted to New York. So then we had to go from Cleveland to New York and then down to Texas. So we ended up finally getting to the venue last night, 11:30.
Yeah.
Right around 11:30. The venue was still going. I think it ended up right around 12:30.
Yeah, but two things to take away
Yes.
from us landing in Dallas. One, Texans, learn how to drive.
Yeah.
When there's a little bit of snow and ice.
And
okay?
don't request an Uber right after the semifinals.
That's
is
true.
done.
Yes.
We had it's like a 25-minute drive. It's supposed to be from the airport to here, and that Uber was ridiculously expensive.
That it was,
way.
but
It started with it was 3 digits.
yes. Now the second takeaway is the Buckeyes got it done. And so did Notre Dame. So I'm a happy boy, man. Both my teams are in the championship
For the first time in my life, I can like watch a game
and
and
not give a shit.
yeah, like don't get
Well,
me
I
wrong,
mean, you
like,
do care, but it's more like you're just going to be happy no matter what.
yeah, it doesn't matter. I just want it to be a good game.
It doesn't happen very often.
No.
So yeah, this is definitely a great little nugget.
All right, so we're here early.
But yes, now
the
we're
doors
here,
are about to
Sean.
open in like let's see, about 15 minutes.
Ooh.
First thoughts of the venue?
I don't mind it. It's
cool.
It's a giant indoor football facility.
It's well lit.
It screams cornhole tournament to me. Like
You know,
it's
we've been to many of these like indoor practice
Yes.
facilities. The one thing that's really out that I'm noticing is how much light is in here.
Yes.
Like they have huge windows everywhere. They have like little catwalk areas with tables and stuff that we might have to go check out. But yeah, it's just a lot of space. It doesn't feel like you're on top of people. They got the nice. They have a huge screen inside,
which
that they're
to me
hooking
is
up to the live stream,
yeah, and
which is
that's,
awesome.
That's the king right
Oh,
there.
it is. It's great.
Hooking up to the live stream, so you can literally be all the way across the venue and see the main court. That's awesome. Love it.
So singles final, I think still has to get played. I think that's getting played tonight.
I believe so. Yes.
It's either tonight or tomorrow. I'm not sure.
If the singles final,
Dude, when are they doing the singles finals? Is that all tonight?
We did them all last night.
You did all the singles finals. Who won?
Except for Elite.
Okay,
who's-
so Elite still needs to
that's,
go.
Who's in Elite finals?
Levi Haddock.
Levi
versus
Haddock?
Austin Waskow.
Okay. I guess
Oh,
so.
okay.
Is that being played tonight then?
Be tonight.
Okay, all right, so all the fun. That's when
Levi
it's fun.
Haddock versus Austin Waskow.
So today, Saturday, Friday they did singles. Today's doubles. Dane and I are going to play. We're in. So TCL does a little different. They rank players. So you have like your top elite tier. Then they have A, B, C, D, and E. We are playing in the B division.
We're B's,
I'm excited.
baby.
Again, we're going to try to get as much content as we can. We're going to record a whole bunch. I mean, obviously, we're probably not going to make a deep run of the bracket. So
We'll try,
but what
though.
we're going to try to do is I would like to try to get an interview after a lot of our games, as long as we're not playing like right after each other.
Yeah.
Just to get our initial thoughts so you can kind of follow us along on our mental as we're
Yeah,
through.
be like, really screw the pooch on that.
If you listen to the show
I'm gonna
for
have
a
to
while,
remind you that when you get
I know,
frustrated.
I know.
Be
It's
like,
all
Sean,
right.
we have to go record our party, but fuck that. It's a stupid idea.
if you've been listening to the show before, so this is I think my 5th TCL event I've been to. these episodes are always fun. They're always a little chaotic. We don't know who our guests are going to be, who's going to stop by. So just kind of hang on, buckle up, and it should be a fun episode.
Heck yeah.
I love these episodes.
They are my favorite, just pure chaos and randomness.
I mean, there's been rumors that we might actually finally get Jason on the show, which
What?
is Chad's business partner. And this dude, he's a character, man. And I think we just need to get him on for at least 5 minutes.
I would love to.
We need to. He's a character. He's introduced himself to us 4 times already, even though we've met him and we're staying at the same house with him. But you know,
I'm waiting for the 5th and 6th.
I can't wait.
We spent a late night with him last night. We'll see if he introduces himself again.
it was nice to see some just familiar faces last night. Saw
Indeed.
ACL Pro AJ Sims was in the house. He's back to playing some TCL stuff. We got to see our boy Dylan from Apex Cornhole. We got to see Eddie from San Antonio down there. They're huge supporters of the show, so we always greatly appreciate them.
Just keep going down the list. Who else did we see, Sean?
Andy.
Andy
Doing all the live stream stuff, and that's
Not
when
over
you
there now.
when you
He's up
come
there.
here and you see a TCL event and you see the level of equipment. It's actually pretty impressive that it's
Oh, yeah.
one guy brings all the stuff and sets it up. Andy does a really nice job. I don't think he gets enough credit for how nice that they have 3 courts going on in the same place.
Yeah,
so
but I think that's also, it comes with the territory.
yeah, so if you happen to tune into any of the TCL event, I'm sure at some point Dane or I is going to be behind the mic helping them out. Because again, there's 3 courts there, and they have 1 commentator right now. So we're going to try to go over and help out however we can.
Hop up there and just talk some trash.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause it's the best.
But we're staying with Chad and Jason and Nick. And JD, so it was fun. It was
Absolutely,
a
yeah.
nice
Great
house. Good conversation last night.
Yeah,
Nothing
just
crazy.
Sat there, just shot the shit, crushed some beers.
Very
nothing.
responsible, adult-like.
It was, yeah. It was just very late. Like,
was very
It
late,
was
yes.
4 a.m. when I finally fell asleep. But,
Yes.
it is what it is.
I don't think I made it till 4, but
Dude, I made
My
the
head hit the
mistake of
pillow.
turning that Bob Does Sports
I know,
special
man.
on. I sat there and watched the first 6 holes of it. I'm like, God damn it, just go to sleep.
man, my head hit the pillow, and you're already telling me roll over.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I can't even hear the TV. It's like fucking 5 minutes.
Oh my God, we have a legend in the making, Mr. Baghdaddy himself. What's up, dude?
Hello, fellas.
What's
Hold
up,
on,
buddy?
hold on.
Ooh, hang on.
How's the golf game Thursday?
What's up?
Not much. Welcome to
Yeah.
the frozen tundra.
Yeah, I know.
yes.
We brought a little of the cold down. It's actually not that bad this morning, though.
No, it's getting better.
It's gonna. I feel like a lot of the stuff's probably gonna melt.
I made
by.
a choice today. I came sleeveless. So, I don't have... This is the longest
This is
sleeves I
like
brought.
literally
I
the
know a
perfect
guy
weather
who's
for a
selling hoodies
sleeveless.
over there.
I know. I might have to go stop. I still rock my baby blue one all the time.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Oh, God. New baby blue ones. down
So we're whoring ourselves out, by the way, because it's a TCL event.
Yes.
So we need bags. We did not travel with bags. So
I have new crispy bags.
oh, new.
Oh,
new
I
crispy.
love... Yeah, let's get some,
Nice
wafers
whole
out here.
colors.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, so this episode's gonna be crazy. So just stick with it. It's gonna be a wild ride. Yeah, we'll be right over. We'll stop right over. Yeah, so it's gonna be kind of all over the place, but we'll have some fun and see where it takes us.
Heck yeah.
All right, so stay tuned, and we'll be back with some more fun. Sweet. All right, welcome back to the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast. We are now joined by the owners of the TCL, Mr. Chad, Jason. What's going on, guys?
Just another day in Texas.
I mean, this is a new voice you guys are hearing. All right, this is a big deal. He's a hard man to wrangle, but we got him standing still for 5 minutes.
I'm going to say a little bit here on this. So you want to know how Chad and I met?
I do, yeah.
So it snowed this weekend.
Yes.
So we've had a lot
Yes.
of problems down here with this event because of the snow.
Yes.
Chad and I met 15 years ago this weekend at a snow event at a cornhole tournament
At a cornhole tournament?
at a bowling
15
alley.
years ago? They were
15
still doing
years
stuff.
at a bowling alley in
Comes
Euless,
full
Texas.
circle.
Now, how did you guys get to decide that we want to start doing stuff to this magnitude?
Chad was already kind of doing it
Okay.
with some other guys,
Okay.
and we were just doing small stuff on my side of town.
Okay.
And he invited us out to one of his big tournaments a couple months after we met. And we really didn't think he was like, I'm gonna have 64 teams. We were like, this dude's full of shit. And we showed up, and
And he
he had 64 teams.
Hey, there you go.
And we played in it, and there was probably 6 of us from my side of town that went. We enjoyed it. We loved it. Chad and I got to become buddies, started talking, and his original 3 partners wanted out, and he said, hey, you want to do this with me? And I was like,
And it's been heaven ever since.
oh, yes, with a lot of hell in between.
So, I mean, obviously, there's headaches, for any big event. Like, anytime you're running a venue like this big, is it still gratifying? Like, when you guys take a minute every tournament, step back, and kind of appreciate all the work that goes into it?
Yes.
Yeah, yesterday I was able to go up on the catwalk where the coaches, because we're in an indoor practice
Yeah, it's
field,
real cool.
and be able to go up there and kind of look down at everything and kind of see the 114 courts, all the players, all the stuff, it's there. And, I mean, there's always going to be hiccups. I don't care if you're running a cornhole event or if you're the college football playoff, you know? Let's look at that. They just switched their strategy up and went to this playoff where they had buys for the conference championship, and they're getting blasted.
Yep.
It's going to happen in sports. That's the beauty of debating. That's what, you know, has happened whenever you have podcasts, when you have people get voices and doing things, and it's not a bad thing. You learn from them and you adjust and you move forward.
What was it about this game specifically that kind of like hooked you? Because you have other interests, right? You like fishing, you know, like other sport. Like, what was it about this that you're like, I want to do this? Was it the people? Was it just the competition? What was it?
It started out as a hobby, but it become a family.
Okay.
I mean, when we first was doing it, it was 50 people, 100 people. Then it grew to 200 to 300, but you knew every single person in the building. Now that it's grown so big, you don't know everybody. So it's changed and become more of you are having to make sure that you're taking care of the top players all the way down to the very new players, to where in the beginning it was strictly a hobby that we were trying to do. Now it's become work to get these venues to go successfully.
Who is the loudest group? All right, and I mean this by like, is it the top tier? Like, who are the complainers? Is it the lowest? Is it the middle tier?
I think that
in general.
I don't know if there's a group that necessarily you could say this group, because their skill level, complains here or there. It's a lot of people throwing ideas and suggestions, and I think all ideas, complaints are even good.
Yeah.
The thing is, a complaint is just yelling and screaming unless you provide a solution. And the problem is, whenever we have grown and we're doing it, I mean, we got 114 courts in the building this weekend.
You have a line out the door right now,
when
by
we
the
used
way.
to come to Denton, when we used to come to Denton, we were at the convention center that could only hold 72 courts. And so they're upset, the convention center is, that we're not there anymore. Well, we cannot run this event on 72 courts with the number of players. And so when we go to new venues, it's also a learning curve for that venue, because they never run really a cornhole event. They put on special events, but because of the bar situation, you have different things of kind of doing it. So typically it takes us the second time we get it right. When we first went to Lubbock that one time, there's a lot of headaches. The second time we went to Lubbock was amazing. Anytime we go to a venue, there's a learning curve with that venue. No matter how many times we go in and say, listen, here are our numbers, here's what we do, here's what we need. They don't understand it until they see it. And even yesterday, you know, UNT's been phenomenal. They've been great. They were like, we can't wait to host you again and make these adjustments. Like, we told you those in our first meeting.
Yeah.
And it is what it is, and it's great. And so we're looking forward to coming back, because this is one of the nicest venues you've been around.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It really
And
is.
they're going to make their changes and adjust things. And yeah, the weather has thrown a wrinkle in a lot of this that you have, but we'll just blame Jerry Jones on that and move forward.
Yeah, but for the record, I mean, we go back to the college football playoff. They had to change a venue. I mean, shit happens. Like, nothing you could do with the weather. But like, as far as like the growing pains, it's the reason why it's called growing pains.
It's a testament, though, to you guys and the tournaments you put on, that although you're having weather issues, there's still, 1,100 unique players playing today?
Correct.
I mean, that's
nuts.
with weather.
Yeah.
That's with weather. And how many people canceled? There were still some people.
For every person that canceled, 2 people signed up.
I mean, hell, you had 2 idiots come all the way from Cleveland, Ohio for this tournament. Through the weather.
Well, y'all went to the East Coast before y'all came down.
But we had people come from New Mexico, Central Oklahoma,
It's crazy.
San Antonio, Houston, Louisiana, and they still traveled, took the chances in the weather to come play. And like he said, yes, we had a lot of people that backed out. We refunded them. They didn't want to take the chance, and we totally respect that. But as soon as we would refund somebody else would take their place.
I got you. No, I think it's a testament. Again, you guys run a great venue. We've said it before. If you are a cornhole fan and you have like a bucket list of events, a TCL event's one of those.
It should
things
be
you
at the
gotta go
top.
attend to.
Yeah.
It's just a good time. It's good people. The venues are always nice. You know what I mean? Like that. You guys, it runs very quick, and the finals are exciting. You know, you never know what's going to happen. You know what I
The
mean?
finals are great.
They are.
It's an awesome atmosphere. To me, it's that high school football, Texas high school football
Yes.
atmosphere,
Yes.
to where you have the hometown crowd and you're yelling, you're screaming. This is not a professional NFL deal where people are clapping or doing things. This is an all-out, like, let's go, let's have fun.
In terms for TCL, like numbers, is this like your guys' biggest area, like most populated area? In
Dallas
terms of
Fort
players?
Worth. Dallas
Yeah.
Fort Worth is our biggest group of players.
Okay.
But as we've seen that, the legs have really gone in different directions.
Okay.
But as you started, going back 15 years, we were mostly in the DFW area with outskirts of kind of doing it. And now as we follow the highways, we go up and down 35, we go east and west on 20, you're really starting to see that growth going in those directions.
Awesome. Nice. So you guys still happy with the overall where the game is going itself?
Absolutely.
In terms for what you guys are doing?
Yeah, the game of cornhole, and that's the unique thing. People, sometimes we get lumped in with the national organizations. We don't want to be a national organization. We would love for other organizations out there to do what we do in a regional basis, because that's the beauty of this whole deal. And really, it's the tiers. It's not the divisions. It's the tiers that make it such a beautiful game, because different people can play with different people all the time,
Correct.
By doing a tier versus a division.
Yeah. No, I've said it before. Last time I was here, I played in doubles. I was in division. It was a B division, B tier, and I felt like I was in home. I didn't feel like there's any match that I walked away from the board and be like, dude, there's no way this motherfucker's a B. You know what I mean? So the recipe, you guys have figured that part out, which is nice. And it's a hard thing. That's one of the things I think most people you probably hear complaining about, at least in our area. The competitive group is the loudest. The ones that think that they're advanced, but when they go play advanced, they're like, well, I don't want to play against pros, but I want to be competitive.
So you got to use a whole analogy going back to baseball, okay? Everybody wants to get paid like a Major League Baseball player, okay? And we all wish we were at the show.
Yeah.
We're not at the show. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Some of y'all are AAA ball players. They get paid, but not the level of the pro players.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Double A gets paid less than Triple A.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Single A gets paid even less. College gets paid there now with the NIL. And then you have high school. And so you have your different levels of talent, and there always is going to be more high school baseball players than there ever is going to be college baseball players. So the number of players in a tournament can't really justify the payouts of doing that stuff. It's got to be tiered down based on skill level too.
I agree. Yep. I agree. Well, I love what you guys do here. I mean, it's been a yearly thing for us ever since we came down, because you guys put on such a good event. So, Jason, thanks for finally sitting down with
I have
us.
one question before we go.
Oh,
Though.
please.
All right,
Yes,
just
go ahead.
we got to throw in the random question here. So, Jason, I want to hear your answer first. So I just want you to rank these three.
All right, we're done with the
All right?
podcast.
So we got chips and salsa, chips and guac, chips and queso.
Chips and queso.
Is one.
That's number
Is one.
All right.
Chips and salsa's number 2, and chips and guac is 3.
Okay.
Is it because it's green?
No, I like all 3. That's just the way I would rank
I
them.
got you.
All right. Is anyone different from
No,
that?
mine's the same, actually.
I'm going guac. I'm flipping guac and queso.
So
guac's number one for me.
Chips and queso is by far the best, but I'm going to give you my queso recipe, which is by far
Okay.
the best queso in the country.
This is for
It
everybody.
actually uses Alfredo sauce in it, so I'm going to share it
I
with
was
y'all.
going to say, is it Rotel? Like
It's
out of the
2
jar?
cans of Rotel, can of green chilies.
Nice.
The Rotel, spice it up however you want. You pick the heat. I do double hot with green chilies, a can of Alfredo sauce,
Can of Alfredo sauce.
can of
I
Alfredo
like that,
sauce.
actually.
Then you also do the block of Velveeta, but it's got to be the Blanco.
Okay.
It's got to be the white, okay?
Okay.
And then you do breakfast sausage, not hamburger meat. You do breakfast sausage, and again, you pick your heat, and I go hot.
Of course, you got to go hot.
Listen, this is why you guys listen. I mean,
Exactly.
You get recipe, you get a little cornhole information. That's what we do.
So I think our mission now is to make this queso.
Yes, correct.
And we need to test it on the show.
Correct.
So we'll
All right,
do
so
that.
we're going to go try to find bags, and we're going to attempt to play today. But hang on for a little bit, and we'll be back with another interview with who knows who's next.
We'll figure it out.
All right, later. Well, hey guys, we're back. Like we said we were going to be, and we have a legend in the making, Mr. Bearded Dave. What's going on, man?
Oh, what's up, guys?
Like, safe to say, is he? I mean, number one fan of the show?
It's definitely it's very close.
Become
I mean,
our buddy. So thank you for having us in your state again, man.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Yes.
It's a big state we can share.
How far of a drive is it for you to get here?
It's like an hour and
not
40
bad.
minutes.
Oh yeah, that's
so
not
you
bad
guys
at
kind
all.
of like central to like most of these.
No,
You guys gotta travel quite a bit?
we have to travel to all of them. We're actually having one in our area this year, so we won't have to travel for that one, but we have to travel for all of them.
And you oftentimes partner up with your wife
Yeah, most of the time.
most of the time. That's cool that you guys
It is
travel
cool.
and enjoy doing that together.
Yeah.
And she enjoys playing just as much as you do.
And we also don't enjoy playing just as much as each other.
Yeah,
You know.
I get that. You're grinding. Congratulations, you're team Baghdaddies this year.
Oh yeah, Team Baghdaddy.
I think we're going to be throwing Baghdaddies today.
That we are.
What series are you typically throwing right now?
I've been throwing. Well, he just released a Carbon Z.
That's what we're
That's
throwing.
what that's what we
slower
like.
bag. I like the slower bag,
Yeah.
but been throwing a lot of the hybrids
We
also.
figured we're here. We're just going to try to lower some people's PPR today.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Throwing
wreck their day.
carpet. Yeah, we're just gonna park bags in the front, and just frustrate people, and
If you can't
nickel and
win,
dime.
you can make it harder on them.
No,
We're just trying to
exactly.
throw more rounds, all right? We don't
Yeah,
want to
it's-
get blanked
correct.
at 5, all right? Let us play at least 7 or 8.
So, I don't know a whole lot about you, like outside of like cornhole. What do you do for a living?
I work for Helmet Aerospace, and it's a factory. I'm a caster, so I melt down metal and pour it into molds.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And how do you find like all the traveling and stuff? Because you guys go to most of the SIGs, right?
Yeah, we go to most of them. I mean, we don't really go to Shreveport much,
Okay.
but the ones in Texas we usually hit.
Okay. And you guys have kids?
We have one kid, 7 years old.
Okay. And do they come with you, or do they stay home?
No, he usually stays with my in-laws.
So
Nice
you
to
get a
get
nice
away.
weekend away with the
Yeah,
wife, you know?
weekend away. They're nice to watch him, and he loves staying with them. And he would be a mess here, just a handful and a half.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
And I have to travel with Sean.
Yeah,
That's-
it's
Yeah,
correct.
Say no-
almost
say less.
identical.
Correct. How did singles go yesterday?
We played singles yesterday.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's usually my answer.
It's better than us. We did not. We had quite the travel day yesterday. We were stuck in an airport for it seemed like all day, and then we finally got here at like I think 11:30 is when we finally walked in the doors.
How did y'all go from Ohio to New York? That's not on
It was
the way.
the only flight I can get into Dallas from like Ohio, like that would get us here before like 1 a.m. or something like that. So I just said, screw it. We're gonna have a 3-hour layover in New York, and we'll head down this way.
Might as well. At least they
Because I
serve
don't think
alcohol in
many
New York.
flights were coming in before like 6 or 7 o'clock last night, just because of like the weather and everything you guys were getting.
Yeah, I don't know. The weather didn't really seem bad at all yesterday.
I mean, it's
so.
a little icy. I get it, but like if you just don't drive like an idiot, you're gonna
Yeah.
be okay.
Also,
Meanwhile,
I-
we got like 6 inches at home while we're here, so like that's snow.
That is correct. I
Well,
know.
you know, a 6 inches Ohio is a good Texas 3. So
All right, so give us the rundown right now for TCL. Like who? I know like Levi Haddock's been really good. Who are some of the other like up and coming like players that we should keep an eye on?
man, honestly, I'm so out of the loop because in Wichita Falls, we're not the central hub of TCL, so I don't get to see a lot.
It's
But-
nice seeing some ACL pros here too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
Yeah.
like because for a
Spreading
long
the
time
love.
there was that hard line where if, like a lot of them weren't, and then it started with some of these younger dudes that were still playing TCL, then going over to ACL, like Logan Chamberlain's and Justin Bird Jr.'s. Now we're starting to see AJ Sims come back. It's nice to see everyone kind of get along again.
And I've seen Gavin here, and I haven't seen him at a SIG in
Yeah,
a little
that's
while
true.
That's
also.
awesome.
So
What do you
nice
think?
to
So
see
you've
them
been
coming
to
back.
a lot of SIGs. What do you think of this venue?
I really like getting in has been a cluster. You can
is.
tell by this line behind us, but the venue, I mean, sitting on the turf is nice.
We got here at 9 o'clock this morning. Doors opened at 10, and there was already a line out the door waiting just to come in through security.
I waited for an hour yesterday.
And they are doing, listen, hats off to security. I know it's a pain in the ass, but like, you're not getting, and they're going through everything in your bag, in every single bag. So
Yeah.
they're working their butts off. I mean, there's 1,100 unique players, and that's just players.
Yeah.
You bring family members. I mean, there's probably 1,500 people here.
For sure.
Yeah. But as far as the venue, I love being in one big room. A lot of these we have, a bigger room and then some smaller rooms off to the side.
Yes.
But I like being all together in one big room. I like that there's space for that.
So last year, when I came by myself, that we were upstairs, like the lower stuff was
Yeah.
upstairs, and all the main stuff was downstairs. I did feel like it was completely isolated.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, we're just like up here in like a completely
man's
different
land.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, and I had to go downstairs to see everybody else.
Irving, I like the venue at Irving, but that is the part of it that I don't like is
I
feeling
liked that there
separated.
was stuff walking distance, so you can eat, you could go out afterwards, and the hotel was all right there.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go anywhere.
Yeah. But here it's nice because, you get those lower level players able to just walk up, see
Correct.
the pro level stuff, and like that's really what gets you. It's something that you want to work towards as a lower level player usually. Or, you're conveniently here with bars set up every 20 feet. You get to just go have fun.
100%. All right, so we'll let you get warmed up because I know, I know you're older like us, so it takes the shoulders a while to kind of get loose and stuff.
Mine's already
Yeah,
sore.
gotta-
I know I should probably go throw a bag before down and back. But
Got to go do some stretches, calisthenics, real quick.
Yep.
well, thanks
High
for joining
knees.
us, buddy.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
And seriously, thank you for all the support through the years.
Yes.
Love
awesome.
We love you.
Y'all have become like brothers that I never had.
Team
Hey,
Big Ass member, proud Team Big Ass member.
Hot damn.
All right, so stick around. We don't know who's going to be next, and that's why these episodes are always fun.
We'll figure it out.
All right,
Bye.
back. All right, welcome back to the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast. We are now joined by new ACL pro. He's a rookie, Mr. Tye Thompson. What's going on, man?
Not much. How are y'all?
Good. I think it was
well.
2 years ago we met you for the first time at one of these events. We had you on.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was at a signature in Mesquite.
And people kept
Yes.
telling us about you and that, like you would just kind of show up, but you weren't playing cornhole like all the time. You had other interests and stuff.
Yeah, I showed a lot of animals and stuff. I was real active in like high school activities and stuff like that, so I played when I could.
You still doing any of that stuff, or?
So I graduated in August, and May, sorry.
I gotcha.
And now I'm working for we farm out in a small town around here called Cooper, and then I'm just traveling for cornhole. That's about it.
All right, so what went into the decision to try to make it pro last year?
Really, I wasn't gonna, because I was gonna look into going to fire school. So I was like, well, I can't really travel and do that all at the same time.
Yeah.
And then we were at Worlds, and I did the qualifier anyways, and I ended up making it. So then I was like, you know what? And I was talking to my parents and stuff, and I was like, well, I guess I'll take this year to travel. And
Might as well
I
try
mean, I'm
it,
still
man.
young.
I
You
mean,
know,
see how
exactly.
see how you can always go back to the fire school stuff.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
It's
mean?
not
sure.
going anywhere.
So,
So-
depending on how this season goes, I might do it next year.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it
we'll
really
see.
just kind of depends on like how. So
Yes, sir.
what is a good season for you? Like, what are your expectations going into the season?
So I know next year, like, they're supposed to cut down a lot.
To 100,
so I for
yeah.
sure, like, if I don't like requalify, like just on my own and not have to do the qualifier again, then I probably won't do it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, I don't know. In my opinion, like if I'm doing it, I don't want to make it just to where I'm not winning anything, just going to all these
Exactly, you
events.
wanna
I mean,
be
they're fun,
competitive.
but I still want
Yeah.
to be able to compete and be competitive with it all.
Well, I think
So-
you'll do just fine.
So I want to.
personally.
That'd be my goal is to requalify and everything, and I want to really be top 30 in both if I can. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
And you're playing with Jase.
Yes, sir.
I think you guys are like an under the
this is a
radar
sneaky
team to start the season.
For sure.
Not necessarily for people around here, obviously, but when you go to like the Big O, I think that first national, you guys might be able to like maybe get a game or two because they don't know what to expect.
Yes, sir. And we haven't really. We played the first, I think, 3 or 4. I had to miss one because I had my appendix removed.
Okay.
But I've been to the rest, and the last 2 I haven't played with him, and this next one I'm not, and then we're playing the rest together.
Okay.
And we just hadn't. I don't know. Our bags have all been fast when we played, but the last few, I finally got my Kingslayers pretty slow. So I think once we get everything figured out and get our bags slowed down, I think we're gonna be able to make some pretty good runs.
Is that the new hybrid?
I don't. I mean, it's a hybrid carpet. It's
Okay.
almost. I don't really know what it's like, but I love them. They play great in my opinion.
Is that BG?
It
It's
is-
a
yeah,
BG, yes,
Okay.
BG bag.
It's and I will say this, Rich. I know you're listening. Worst name back. Worst name back.
Kingslayer?
Yeah.
I mean,
Come on now.
Why?
It'd
Wait, why?
been done already.
Already been done.
Oh, I
Already
didn't know
been
that.
done.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you know who Tanner Halbert is?
Yes.
That's his nickname.
Oh,
Kingslayer,
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
that
it's all
makes
good.
sense.
It's all good. So
And they play great though.
It's
Yeah.
I've said it several times on the podcast.
all right, so
it's old news.
Any venues that you're looking forward to, or like cities you want to travel to this year?
Probably. Honestly, I feel like Reno, Nevada is gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
we
then,
might go to that one as well.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like that one's gonna be pretty fun.
The land of promiscuity. Let's go.
And then, Michigan. I've never been there.
Okay.
I've never been to Michigan, so I want to
It's
be
a cool. It's a cool venue.
Yeah.
I think it's in Brighton again.
I think
Yeah,
so.
it's in Brighton.
Yeah.
It's in
It's
Brighton.
a really
So
nice
we'll,
venue.
We'll
yeah,
make that
it's
drive
a very
up there.
nice
It's not
venue.
too far for
How
us.
far?
so.
That's not far for y'all.
Was it like 3 hours?
No, yeah, like two and a half.
hours,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
And
nothing.
then I enjoyed going to Ohio at Spooky Nuke, or
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's where it was.
yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
one was
yeah.
pretty fun. We drove there. It was a long drive. But
Oh,
it was
that
pretty
is a
fun
long
event.
ass drive.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it was a long drive for us. It was
Yeah.
4 hours.
How far is
long?
here for y'all?
When we drove to Spooky Nugget, that was like 4 hours. We flew
okay.
here though.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we're not driving. We're not making
Yeah.
that 18-hour.
We
Hell
drove.
no.
It was
way.
12 and a half. And
That's
we left.
actually
Yeah,
not
it's
as
not
bad.
that
No, it
bad.
wasn't that bad. We left like Thursday night once I got off work and just drove all night. So because Levi Haddock rode with me, so
Okay.
we could play juniors Friday, and then
Yeah.
I just kind of slept
But
all
talk
day.
about a
but
boring drive.
Very,
Just flat.
very boring.
Like there's nothing to look
Yeah,
at in that
not
entire
much.
stretch.
we're driving to Albuquerque, New Mexico,
Yeah.
and that one's gonna be pretty.
Oh,
fun.
yeah, just
West
flatland,
Texas,
yep.
and then.
Dude, I think it's so fun though.
Beware the
Like,
tumbleweeds.
I wish I would have had the opportunity when I was like, college aged, early 20s, late teens, to go travel the country and do this. Like, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's kind of why I did go
Dude,
pro
it's
and not
cool.
go to fire school right now. Is because I was like, well, it's a good opportunity to take it, and just get to see everything. Get to see a bunch of different states.
Yeah, and only
go
the
to a bunch of
lucky
different
ones get to
places.
do
Yeah.
it. So like you're
Exactly. So I was
lucky
like, well,
few.
I might as well take advantage while I can.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. You have any random? Oh, you want to ask him your question?
All right, so yeah, well, we can ask
All
you
right.
one. Just one that popped in my head, but can you just give me the rankings in your head of chips and salsa, chips and queso, chips and guac?
Okay, so I can one for sure. Don't like guacamole, so
Okay,
that's last.
that's
Okay.
three.
That's
All right.
last.
Fair enough.
If it's like a good, homemade queso, I'm putting that number one.
I agree. It depends on the
love
queso.
No,
I know.
it does.
It does. It really does.
Like if it's a good, especially like a smoked queso, we'll make that a lot. That stuff's, it's really
The
unbeatable.
smoked queso. What's
Yeah,
it?
I mean,
So
where are we at?
we're hearing a
Where are we
common
at?
theme
Yeah.
that it's like the homemade queso's
come on.
got to be it.
But it can also be the same way with salsa. Like it's got to be a good,
Yeah.
either a
So
good
do you like
Mexican
a
restaurant
chunky
salsa or-
salsa, or you like a little thinner, little?
No, I'm not a big chunky
Okay.
person.
So you want a fine cut? And
Yeah. Because I don't like if I eat like just straight tomatoes or
Dude,
anything like
that's
that, I don't
what
like
I'm
it.
saying,
Yeah, I'm there
But,
with
like,
you.
if
I
it's
want to
real,
like.
I want the
yeah.
thin. I want
Puree it
thin.
a
That's
little
what I'm
bit,
saying,
yeah.
I'm
brother.
in, yeah, for sure.
Let me just dip my chip. I don't want to have to scoop and
Correct.
like balance.
Yeah,
shit.
I don't
Like,
want a bunch of chunk. I want a nice smooth bite.
Exactly. All right, so one random question. We asked this to our guests last time, and it kind of went over well. So in the morning, when you get up, how do you get dressed? Like, what's the first process? Like, what's the first item you go on?
Well, I wake up, take a shower,
Yeah.
and then I guess probably my jeans.
All right, so like underwear first.
Oh, yeah, underwear.
All right, so like go
Underwear.
through like what do you
Hey,
put on
you made
in
a
order?
choice, Sean.
In
You said
order.
jeans
That's
first,
fine.
all
I get
right?
it. Like
No,
this-
Definitely
balling
my
is the
underwear
thing.
and
Okay.
then my jeans. Yeah.
Okay, and
For
then
sure.
so shirts last. Very good. All right. All right, so we'll let you go. You got to go
It's
play.
playtime.
I
All
gotta
All
go
right.
play.
Heck yeah.
I'll be
Ty,
back. I'll talk
good
to
luck
y'all later.
Good luck
Yeah.
this
Thank
year,
y'all.
brother.
Thank y'all for having me on.
Of
Thanks,
course.
man.
Take care.
All right, so we'll be back, and I think Dane and I are going to be playing soon.
Heck yeah.
Later. Well, there's no better way to come back from a little bit of a break with our new guest, unless you have Ernest Monarca just do a little hand gestures to you.
Yes. I
Getting
mean, that's.
dirty. You can
He's
tell
pretty good at 'em,
it's
too.
past lunchtime here because this is when the alcohol starts to hit.
getting a little goofy.
The vibe starts
Us
changing.
included, yeah.
The music starts. Yeah, okay. We are joined by one of our favorite humans ever, Mr. George
Oh, yeah.
Stephenson. What's going
We
on,
have a
man?
guest.
How are y'all? I am great.
Yeah.
I'm here.
How's
It's
life, man?
The land of TCL.
Dude, like you're
Doesn't get any
basically
better.
your backyard.
Yeah, 20 minutes down the road.
That's
under,
awesome.
That's so
under,
nice. Isn't it so nice? You can go home and sleep in your own bed.
Yeah, under normal circumstances, it's really nice.
Now, when there's an
When there's-
inch of snow.
Yeah, inch of snow
Yeah.
covering 3 inches of ice.
Can we
it
just
gets-
pretend for 1 second? Let's do a little. Let's do a podcast exercise if we can, all right? Can we just pretend that the weather was perfect and we came in on Thursday? Can you just describe to us like how good we were at golfing at your course?
You
Careful.
plus 5.
Oh, I'll take that. 5
Hey,
over.
Sean actually
yes.
shot 5
I did
over
shoot
on
5 over
Thursday at the simulator.
Won,
Simulator, I did.
Won
Yeah.
5 skins.
Ooh, all right.
Nice.
I like
Last
that.
on the
Shit.
18th hole, it was a 3-hole carryover. That was 3 of your skins.
Like I do. It's clutch.
Yeah, look at that.
Anyways, all right. Continue. It's a good start.
I, on the other hand, was plus 1,
Ooh.
but lost all my money.
Okay.
True to form,
Yeah.
What's your handicap?
9.
Okay, that's what
Okay,
I'm a
yeah, you're
9.
right.
That's why I'm a
I'm a
9.1.
I'm a 9, and much like cornhole, like I've forever, and I think I've talked about it on y'all's show before. The cornhole and golf are the same thing for me from a competitive,
Yes.
mental standpoint.
Yeah.
It's the same. I have the same struggles and the same success.
Amen.
But to me,
brother.
it's more like both are cathartic in their own way, though.
Yeah,
That's why I do them.
I love both of them. I love to hate both of them.
Yep.
I
all
like
of them.
I like golf because I don't have anyone else to be mad at but myself.
You don't have anybody to blame it on, but
Because
you.
in
And
cornhole,
Sean,
most of the time I play doubles.
You hate yourself when you golf.
I know. I'm very well. My self talk is very my self talk notoriously is very negative. I've been trying to work on that a little bit. Just trying to have like positive statements I can keep saying.
I really wish that like your self-talk could just be. I want the internal monologue of self-talk.
Yes.
Because I hear what he verbalizes. I can only
Yeah.
imagine what's going on
Oh,
inside.
I'd be rating myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, man, you
Yeah.
should write a book
I could-
of just your internal monologues.
It's
Lots
bad.
Lots
all
of
right,
homemade
so
4-letter words.
We're past lunchtime. Rounders are over. You and your son were partnered up. You guys
Yes.
were in C.
See, yes.
How'd you guys end up doing?
We went 2-2.
Okay.
Kind of. We went cold turkey the first game, no warm up.
Okay.
It showed.
Yeah, we did too.
Game game 2 and 3 got a little better. We kind of Connor didn't carry me. I didn't carry him. We got carried by the people we were playing against.
Yeah.
My
It's always nice
fives,
when it
my
happens.
fives to their 4s.
Adds up.
Fourth game we were down big. We got up big and then we lost.
So, all right. So, I want Dane's opinion. Now that we've played through rounders,
Yeah.
do you feel like we're in the right division, or should we be playing C? What is your gut
I think
say?
we're in the right division.
I do too.
Yeah.
I just think we
It's
have not
just
been playing that well.
My thing is, we stopped warming up. Had we just like continued warming up through, like I know we were here early,
I know.
but if we warmed up for an hour and a half, we would be right at that level again. Like,
So game. It's just an update because we have not recorded since we started playing.
that's true. Yeah.
So we
Been a
lost.
whirlwind
We lost the first
of
two
not
games.
Success.
Not great on
Yeah.
our part.
Horrible.
yeah,
actually.
on both
My
of us.
first
Like,
two
there's
games
no-
was they were
They were bad.
pathetic.
It was bad. I was
Yeah.
worried. But going into game 3, I said going into it, I'm like, I'm just flipping the bag over. I'm going straight slick side down.
Yep.
because the boards got incredibly slow all of a sudden.
They
Well,
did.
these boards are always just way slower than anything we get at home.
Yeah,
so
well,
we're just
and
not used to it. They're just a
yesterday-
little too slow.
Yesterday, I was throwing crossovers. They were moving more than I've ever seen a crossover
Okay.
move before.
Yeah.
Today, different story.
Yeah, nothing. They're like glue.
Yeah.
So game 3, we end up winning against a good team. I threw really well. And then game 4, it was a good game. Like I had a shitty round at the end. It killed my PPR. I gave up 10-on-2
Yeah.
to lose the game, which it's going to happen. But before that, like I was throwing well. You know what I mean? Like I finally feel like going into the bracket now. We're 1-3. We're going to be tier 3. Let's see what we can do, I guess. I mean,
Hell yeah, Sean. I told you, anything we win, we go right to the casino and we put it on black.
yeah,
Yep.
that's what we did say.
So we'll
Yeah,
see.
It's you're gonna have more fun.
Can we, instead of going to the casino, because it's like 30 minutes away, can we like agree on like hitting like a sports bet and we just put that amount of money on it?
No, I would rather take the 50-50. Fuck sports betting. Yeah.
That's not fun though.
Yes, it
I like
is.
I like
Because we
the
get
anxiety.
instant gratification. Yeah, the anxiety of that wheel spinning, Sean.
Yeah, I
that's
know.
what your nuts crawl deep into your stomach in that like 30-second.
I don't get nervous about that because it's like I look at it as like bonus money. Like,
Yeah.
sweet if we
If
hit
you
it,
win,
awesome.
if you win, roulette's my game though. That's
Yeah.
my jam.
But
I love roulette.
that's saying that we're gonna win money,
Yeah.
and that we are a long way from that. So like, let's.
Hey, we're just trying to stay
temper
positive. Yes, it could be very different like 45 minutes from now when we record with a different guest. But
I've
hey,
thrown
let's
2 games
stay positive.
barely over 6, and I threw one game over 10 and one game in a 9.
Yeah, so
you're gonna
that's
get anything from it.
y'all's question about B or C. I think the biggest difference here in this environment between a B and a C player is the consistency.
Yep.
100%.
You got a lot
yes.
of C players who should be B players,
Yeah.
but they don't play every day.
Correct.
Yep.
So they throw 10s and then they throw 4s.
So, so do you think we
happens.
like that? Basically describes us.
Yeah.
Should we be in C then? You think?
I think y'all are. So I just got bumped down to a C
Okay.
because I did horrible last time I played.
Okay.
I should be a B,
Okay.
but I'm in my first game yesterday. I threw a 10-6.
There was nobody that I threw today against that I'm like, I had no chance against.
Yeah,
them.
that's how I felt. I'm like,
That's
on
yeah.
a good day, I would face off against anyone that I was
Yeah.
throwing against and could probably score.
Yeah, there's the life of a C player like us or like me right now.
Oh, it's us too. Yeah, you
you're
can
either
lump us in.
getting
That's
accused
fair.
of being a sandbagger or they're looking at you thinking you should be an E player.
Well, that's what I feel. I kind of feel bad. The one game that we won, those 2 guys, their SPRs were both like above 72. I'm like, first of all, how you guys unbeatable? Anyways, they both were like, I think 2 and 3 in overall PPR because I was weak and I looked at the scout report
Yeah.
and I'm like, I want to see what we're going against, and I'm like, oh motherfucker, these guys are 2-0. They both of PPRs above a 9. Like we're screwed.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up locking in, and they had to be looking at that, being like, these guys have a combined PPR of like 5.8 right
Yeah.
now. We're gonna wax them, and then we showed up and we just annihilated.
So
them. It
are,
was
are
fun.
y'all up to speed on how the breaks are for TCL? It's not 100% PPR or SPR driven.
Yes.
Well, yeah, there's a collective.
They've got their formula, and
We'll call it the
but
TCR.
But even at what your number is, call it TCR. It's still not. It's a percentage of people. The top 10% of that
Yeah.
number are whatever the number.
Yeah, I get it.
Top 30% or the next 30% are B players. So,
Which is smart.
So those numbers fluctuate. Like a 9 PPR guy could be a B player today,
Yeah.
and
It
a
really
B player
depends on
tomorrow.
how really this tournament goes. If
Right.
it's like lower PPRs
Yep.
across the board, then everything's going to kind of shift
Yeah.
back into.
Yeah.
So you're like
Who knows
OG
rating?
cornhole guy, right?
Yep.
Let me throw, and this is different because like obviously you have a son who enjoys playing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the youth in general? Do you think it's just hurting the game?
No, I don't. I don't think it's hurting the game. I think it's hurting the feelings of the game. The OG guys of the game. I think.
Can I
we get
Can I
our
be a devil's
feels.
advocate for a
Yeah,
second?
100%.
So I think here's the best argument for against it. It's like you have. If I'm like a weekend guy and I want to go out to an event, I don't necessarily want to be thrown against a 12-year-old.
Yeah, yeah.
And the other thing is, those 12-year-olds are not bringing in any sort of money to the
Yep.
vendors at all. They're not buying stuff. They're getting free bags.
Yeah.
They're buying pop that's $2. They're,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're not bringing any alcohol sales, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, sometimes I feel like there should be a separate division just for the juniors now.
Yeah, thinking about it that way, I haven't really thought about it that way from the everybody else, from the vendor standpoint,
Yeah.
from the venue standpoint. Well, I
This
think
has nothing to do with, like, them being really good, because they
Yeah.
are. They're phenomenal.
Yeah.
The juniors bracket would probably be the toughest bracket in the building.
Yeah, I think outside of at an event like this, I think juniors all day long.
Yes.
You're smaller, you're regionals.
I agree with that, yes.
Your switches, whatever. I think probably without giving it too much thought, I think yes, a separate juniors division.
Yeah, but I
altogether.
think a lot of that comes into where it's played.
Yeah.
Because I don't think any junior should be walking into a bar
No.
just because there's a Switch being played there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No.
Maybe your local VFW is okay or something.
I've
but
done it
like,
once with Connor.
Yeah, it's just like you don't know
two
what you're
years
walking
ago.
into.
Yeah.
It's
Connor
a
was,
crapshoot.
yeah, Connor was 12. We go to Hoots, the Roro throws down in Burleson.
Yeah.
That's got 8-foot ceilings. You open the door and smoke billows out. But they got a cornhole tournament going on, so they let Connor in. And we walked in, and I'm like, I called Reagan. I was like, we probably shouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I know.
do it, but
It's a
'cause-
liability thing. But again,
Yeah.
if the dad is there with their son, like that's one thing.
Yeah.
But like, listen, that's not the case for a lot of these dudes. A lot of these young dudes are getting rides with their buddies,
Yeah,
and they're here
yeah,
all freaking
yeah.
day, surrounded by dudes that are drinking. And I'm not saying that anything's happened. I'm just saying it just seems like a big risk that we keep taking.
Yeah.
We keep poking around this giant red button, and eventually something's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then we're all going to be like, "What the fuck were we letting juniors go in?"
Sean,
right.
Mark Isley was taken care of. All right.
Yeah.
But,
Shots fired.
If we were really good, we would have hit the drum roll button right there.
We're
Don't
not
find out.
though. It's
We're
all right.
not.
It's
We're not. It's
After
in
the
the
fact,
afternoon
yeah.
at TCL event.
This
all right,
is
so
big
this
ass
is the
late
first
night,
time
even
here.
though it's midday.
You
Yeah.
obviously got to love this in your backyard. What do you think of the venue?
I think
You've been to a lot of SIGs, so that's what I'm interested.
So you got 3 different aspects. You got the play aspect,
Yeah.
the actual where the boards are. Hands down, the best.
Yes.
That I've experienced.
It's so comfortable walking on the turf field all day.
Second aspect, number 2, the vendor setup where all the booths are. Hands down, the best. We have more room. We're not
Just
stacked on
straight
top of each
row,
other. Yeah.
Walk right
I
down.
thought you guys are all one area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
I
all,
don't have to go across the venue to
Right.
find you all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we're not. We have 10 foot of space between each booth,
Yeah.
so we got room to hang out. I think the third part of it is from the everybody else standpoint, the food, where you got to hang out. There's room for improvement on that, 100%.
Yeah.
And they'll do better.
But that's why you start now.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
is the initial launch here. Hopefully they
Yeah.
are welcome back to this
Yeah.
great venue
Yeah.
and then learn and grow
It's
from
a
it.
learning experience for
I will say
for
like,
everybody
I
involved.
think the bars are conveniently placed.
Well, yes.
Oh, they're everywhere. They're
I know
everywhere.
There's no
a-
lines. There's no
Yeah.
lines at any
Ever.
of them.
Ever.
Yeah.
And I
It's
know
great.
there's small complaints about the bathroom situation, but
Yeah.
They have
for
porta potties
guys,
at least.
porta potties.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, and it's not 10 degrees today
Exactly,
like it
yeah,
was
just-
yesterday.
just-
And I'm
Somebody
sorry,
go
if
out
you're
and piss.
getting to a cornhole event, now I get there's extenuating circumstances. I get
Yes.
there's always like those random ones. But if you're the dirtball that gets to a cornhole tournament and be like, oh, I need to go take a shit, you need to reevaluate your life
Yeah.
and your choices the day
There's
before.
time to do that. It's
Right?
called before you leave the house.
Like
Yeah.
they just started letting people into security. There was already a line in the bathroom for the stalls. I'm like, you dirty fuckers, go poop at home.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Stop grabbing that bean burrito on
Yeah,
your
I'm like,
way to
my
a cornhole
God.
event.
The
Like
fuck?
it's not necessary.
Yeah, I think overall, if I was gonna grade this the first time, I give it a B+ at the minimum, all things considered.
Hell yeah.
Probably an A. And if they get the food situation and the couple ancillary things worked out, this is an A+ venue, the best that they've done.
Yeah.
I liked the last one I was at without Dane. I liked it there. The problem is we were separated. B was like upstairs and everyone else was downstairs.
Yeah.
That sucked. Like I
Yeah.
wanted to be around everyone else.
The plus side to that venue in Irving is that it is the biggest venue. They can set up, if they wanted to, they could have 300 sets of boards.
And
Which
it's
is nice
close
to
to,
have.
there's
Yeah.
restaurants right there, there's
Right,
bars,
yeah.
everything, hotels right there. It's very nice. But I just didn't like isolated. This is one giant open room and you look out, it's kind of a cool view. There's got to be close to 2,000 people here, I would imagine.
And you don't know it.
1,100 unique players. You figure probably 500 extras. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's the same amount of people in Mesquite 3 weeks
Yeah.
ago. You could not breathe. Now, Mesquite's a unique place, and
Yeah.
I think Mesquite should be a venue every year because it's its own place.
Yeah.
It has its place within TCL. It's been there from the beginning.
Gritty.
It's gritty. It's cornhole.
Yeah.
It's cornhole.
It's cornhole.
That's the most. That's the, God.
Yeah.
We need to do. That's
yeah,
gonna sound
isn't
like.
clipping it. It's cornhole,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, this is 21st century cornhole.
We've
Yeah.
been to Mesquite, right?
Yes,
we go to
yeah,
Mesquite?
yeah.
We went to
Last year
Mesquite.
we
Yeah.
were all there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Okay. They all blend together. You know
They
what I mean?
do, yeah.
But this again, they're always good times, man. I get to see some of my favorite people, and it's good stuff. We've been asking everyone this random question. All right, when you get, let's say you just get out of the shower, what is the order that you put your clothes on?
Draws,
Okay.
shorts, or pants,
Okay.
legs, whatever else
Yeah.
is going on, legs, shirt.
Okay. Interesting.
Then contacts,
Okay.
brush teeth,
Okay, fair enough.
When are
Okay.
you throwing socks on the equation?
When it's time to put my shoes on.
Okay,
what
so
if-
right before
Either
that.
immediately or.
So you're
3
a
hours
barefooter
later.
around the house?
Yeah, yeah.
I have too many tumbleweeds for my dog for that shit, so like I can't handle it.
What if you're getting dressed up? You gotta wear a suit. Does that order change at all?
Drawers, pants, shirt, belt. Trying to tuck the shirt in.
See, I'm
however.
a shirt
So-
guy before the pants.
Yeah,
when
Sean,
it's a
he's
suit.
skinny
Okay.
though.
I know
So
that's
he-
true. That
yeah.
is very true.
So like we're
Yeah,
fat, so
that
you
is
put
true.
the
I
shirt on first, so it just drapes down.
Didn't even
And
consider
then you
that.
can
That's very
billow
true.
it in. Like you're skinny, so you can actually fit your hand.
Yeah.
down your
So
pants.
yeah, it's that.
Might have to be like a
Exactly.
suit.
Yeah,
that
you gotta
combo,
like see it.
that combo still gets weird because the pants are unbuttoned and I try and fish the belt in, the shirt's on, and trying to figure out how that order works.
Correct.
Yeah, and socks and shoes always last, depending on.
Always last.
Yeah.
So he's barefooting it around.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I
I'm
don't have
socks
to-
first.
Socks
I
are
don't-
always last for me.
Yeah. No, because I can see your shoes.
I'm sorry, socks and then shoes. Yeah, correct. But like out of articles clothing, yeah, socks are always last.
I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
honestly, it's usually like underwear, socks, first thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's.
You know what?
I didn't
you know
pay
what I
attention
think,
when he
though?
got dressed this morning. I
Because
wanted to catch him.
Most of the time, I am changing in a basement and it's cold.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
throw the socks on
He's got
because my
sensitive
feet.
feet.
Yeah, my feet are chilly.
It would be interesting. I have family. Well, all my family's from Indiana. Half of them are still up there. I'm gonna have this conversation with them to see. We
Yeah.
don't have basements.
You
we don't
never
have
know.
basements down
Yeah.
here, so we don't know.
It's true.
We don't know what that's
You
like.
don't know what it's like. You
Yeah,
got
my
a little
wife
taste
takes
of it
up
today.
3 closets on our first floor. So, yeah, Dane is exiled to the basement. So that's fair. Shout out, Amy. Love you. Yeah, I know you will listen.
But no, this is it's fun coming out here. It's worth
I love it.
the headache getting out here this time,
Yeah.
even though it's a short trip. It's worth
I'm already
it.
sad that we're leaving tomorrow.
I know, man.
Like it just sucks.
I know.
Yeah.
Sucks
If
it
I
out
could
of
get
you a
off
little
work
bit.
on Monday, I would just stay all day
Yeah.
tomorrow. But
Yeah, we got typical Texas weather. I know when I started hitting y'all up a week and a half ago about,
know.
hey, this is coming. We might not be playing golf. Y'all thought I was crazy.
when you first hit me up, I'm like, how old is this motherfucker? He's paying attention to the weather 2 weeks in advance.
yeah,
He's
I
like,
just-
guys, it's
I
good. It's
just-
really coming down.
I tried to make y'all aware that.
No, you did.
Hey,
No, you
look,
did.
I'm
Appreciate
not,
it.
I'm not backing out. I'm
Yeah.
down for the game. I just want to let y'all know.
No, I'm
that
glad
this
you did
does
because we were going to
weird
ship
shit.
our clubs.
Yeah.
And I would have been so pissed if I shipped my clubs and
Yeah.
we were delayed and we were only here for a day. I would have been, yeah.
And
I
at
would've
that a week ago, we didn't know if it was going to be like this outside on Thursday,
No.
or if we were going to get 20 inches of snow.
been- correct. Correct. But you know what? We made it. We're here.
You're here.
We did.
We're here.
Yeah.
We did. We did. Sean.
Go Buckeyes.
Go Bucks, baby.
Yeah.
OH.
Did you see the guy on our last match or the one that we won? He's like, good luck, and he threw like the horns up, and I'm like, but don't you today? Do you have to go like this, right?
Yeah, horns
And he got
down.
super salty, and I loved it. I'm never gonna give that up. So
No.
go Buckeyes.
Yeah,
fuck
go
you.
Buckeyes. Yeah, we're in Texas and
right.
eat it.
Sorry, so we're gonna
we
go.
do. I do have
Yeah.
one question
Oh, please,
for you.
go.
Yes, sir.
Just because we've asked everyone else so far.
Oh, yeah,
All
I
right.
forgot.
So I need a tier ranking: 1, 2, and 3. Chips and queso, chips and guac, chips and salsa.
Queso, salsa, guac.
Man, a lot
For
of
me,
people-
honestly,
Yeah.
for me,
Same. Yeah.
guac is not on the list. It's salsa, or it's queso, salsa, chip
Never
Now your
touched guac.
salsa.
See, I'm
Are you
guac first.
What kind of salsa do you like?
Honestly, I don't discriminate on salsa.
Are you a chunky
I'm-
salsa guy, or do you want it a little thinner?
If
like pureed more.
I want thin before chunky, but I don't.
Who
I don't
likes
hate
chunky salsa? Like I've
Right.
not met somebody.
I don't want to have to feel like I need to balance things on my
No.
shirt
Right.
when I'm bringing it to my
Yeah.
mouth. 'Cause
Hey,
it's going to end
if
up
you
on my
can
shirt.
use a fork to eat it, it probably shouldn't be called salsa.
Salsa is there
Exactly.
to
That's
church up
pico
the
de
chip.
gallo. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, church up the
Yes.
chip, and then we're good.
Yep.
We're fine. Add a little. add a
Let me
little
just
flavor.
dunk it and let it be saturated in what I want to
Yeah.
eat.
It's been a Baghdaddy's episode because we had a sponsored player of yours on earlier.
Who was that?
Bearded Dave.
Bearded Dave.
I felt
Our
listen,
boy.
I've played like 9 games in the last 2 days, and I think 7 of them have been against Baghdaddy's guys or girls.
That's fair.
And I
Just make you guys take yourselves out. I
we
like
beat
it. It's
we
bold
beat Bearded
strategy.
Dave. Bearded Dave threw crossovers, and I will love him till the day that either one of us dies because he's still throwing crossovers.
Hell yeah.
He's
Yep.
probably the only. I threw him for 3 games yesterday. He's the only one in the building throwing them.
Ride
Speak
or
of the
die.
devil, I see him right there.
Is he
The
waving?
man's walking over this
Oh.
way.
He's hard to miss.
There he is. Yep.
Got a
Gorgeous
whole
beard.
man. He really does.
I mean, if you ever need to like know
He's
how
waving.
to if you ever need to know how to trim your beard, just do it like Dave.
If he's listening right now, like he's listening to this episode, it's gonna be trippy. So like, Dave, I want you to close your eyes, envisioning you taking a picture of us and imagining what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
You're watching a match. You're trying to not look
I'm
up
staring
here.
at you. You're staring at the
staring right at you,
screen. You're just standing there awkwardly. We love you, Dave.
He's got one of every piece of apparel that I have to offer right now.
You guys are
Arm sleeve
matching right
included?
now.
This
so.
is the 6th different Baghdadi shirt I've seen him wear today.
I mean, he gets it though.
Yeah,
Like, honestly,
rotate it.
though.
He's great, and I tell all those guys all the time. Some of them, he gets it. Sometimes they're Baghdadi's players that I feel bad. I'm playing bad. I'm not doing. It's like, guys, for me, you can be elite of the elite or bottom of the bottom. It's not what it's about. For
Yeah,
me.
go
As
walk
far- as
around
far as
here.
representing a brand.
Go walk around here and chit chat about the bags.
Correct.
Like,
Believe-
tell people why they should throw them.
Believe in me. Let me believe in you.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this work.
I do like the new design. I like those shirts.
Yeah,
They're
I
nice.
do.
For sure.
I saw so these. All right, I saw this, not the exact design, but the saying on at the gas station filling up 3 weeks ago.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Dude was filling his truck up, and the "Stay Hustle, Humble Hard" was on his shirt. A different design though, and I had been mulling over what my next shirt was gonna say, and I was tired of dealing with it. I saw that, I was like, "That's what it is."
I like it.
I like it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna steal it too.
No, yeah, y'all need to come. I told y'all, come get gear before you leave. I have gear for y'all with y'all's name on it.
That's why we come.
Yeah.
That's why we come.
Is it? Don't tell my wife.
All right, people. We'll be back in a little bit. Just we gotta go find our next guest.
Why not?
Let's go on a journey.
Let's do it. You
All
gotta
right.
turn your mic on, buddy.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
And
Hot
try
mic.
over here. All right.
Hot.
Well, we're
There
back
it is. Hot.
again.
It's hot.
So Dane and I are officially out of the tournament.
Damn it, Sean. I
we
really
had
thought we were gonna
rounders.
take that one down.
Listen, okay, so we had rounders, and which did not go well. We already recapped that. We won 1 and 3, and then so we were put in tier 3 of the B division. So I'm like, all right, at least if we go in and win 1 or 2 games, I'll feel a little bit better about myself. Guess what? We went 0 and 2, and I played like absolute dog shit, and I just don't understand what the fuck happened in the last game.
It's called cornhole.
Dude, I fucking
And
hate
it's
this
a-
game.
it's a
I really
mental
do. Like, there's times that,
fucking
like, I'm
too.
like, these are moments like this right after tournament. I'm like, why do I keep doing this to myself?
Yeah, and
I don't play enough to play against these people that play 5
The
nights a week
problem is,
anymore.
Sean, you
I
didn't
care
do
too
the
much.
you didn't do the blind draw where you don't have me as a partner, and that's when you go in and you're like, God damn, I just took 3rd in a blind draw because I threw like an absolute motherfucker. You didn't have that luxury this time. It was literally just me.
Rarely
and
do you and I ever throw well
Yeah,
in the same game. It never happens.
It does not happen. Yeah, it's one of us has to carry the other, and strap on those fucking backpack straps and just carry it to victory.
So enough of me bitching about how terrible I am. I mean, like, I think I threw an even 7 PPR. I think every round I threw was 7. Like, it was like I might as well just have been competing with 2 bags. That was fun.
I mean, you need 3 bags to score 7, though. So just wanted to point that out for the folks.
And I thought I had a little advantage because I was wearing a hat. My opponent wasn't, and there was a sun was
yeah, the
beaming
glare
through.
was. I was giving you that fucking L. I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
the first 2
you
rounds.
guys can't see.
No, well, I could see it. My hat was
Yeah,
blocking. I
Sean
could not
apparently could
use
see
that
the whole
excuse.
time.
Yeah, I couldn't. I just sucked that
Picked
bad.
off in the end zone.
Oh, my goodness.
Chargers just making things happen, and he's returning it right now.
But enough about me sucking.
Look at that.
Sitting here right now is one of our favorite human beings ever, Mr. Airwolf Athletics himself. He's not thrilled to be sitting here. We kind of forced the headphones and the microphone in front of his face. Mr. Brandon Thompson, what's going on, man?
Oh.
There it is.
What's going on, guys?
I thought it was. I thought you changed it. It's more like. Ow.
He's all the inflection where it goes
Yeah.
into. So you all settled in Texas now. It's like right around the corner for you, right?
Yeah, life is good.
How far
Texas
away
is
was
good.
this from you?
Denton. We're out here in Denton, Texas. UNT. We're right at an hour away from my house.
Oh, okay. So you are that far out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how you liking it? You guys all settled in and everything?
No complaints.
Yeah.
No complaints. Life here is good.
You have good neighbors?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, you okay? Don't really know, man. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Fair enough. Is it like okay? So do you live like in a neighborhood?
I do live in a neighborhood, little subdivision. We all have our it's like it's where it's spaced out, so you
Okay.
like see your neighbors, but
Yeah,
not
but
really.
you're not really on top.
Far
of
enough
it.
away where everyone
When
respects
you have a
privacy and
barbecue,
stuff.
you
Right.
don't have to like chit chat over a fence
Right,
to
right,
each
right.
other. Yeah.
So it's not like my house where my neighbor's kid just comes over and I hear the door open and just hear a little
Mr.
pitter
Sean.
patter.
No,
Mr. Sean.
like I met my neighbor a year ago when we moved in, and during his introduction, he said, "Yeah, we're kind of private people," and I said, "Okay, we'll never talk again."
Wow.
Ditto. Bye.
So if you ever need anything, don't holler.
Forget my name. Thanks.
Well, okay,
Bye.
so you're relatively new to like Texas culture. How do you find like the people? Like, is it a good place to like raise a family and stuff?
No, it's great out here. The people are good.
Right.
You can almost be too friendly at times. You're like,
Yeah,
what's your alternative
Yeah,
motive?
right.
You know?
Yeah.
No, life is good.
That's good.
Honestly, like I gotta bring it back to the point that we were like talking about earlier, though.
What's
like, I'm blanking out now. I had a point to make. But now I'm blanking out.
He's
I've
bringing
had
it
too
all the way
many
back.
beers.
At least we're not live, right?
We're always live. There's no editing or anything.
This is going up. These are the best episodes.
Honestly, just move on.
What time
It'll
is it
hit
right
me
now?
later, and I'll bring it back.
Is it like 4 o'clock? Right
Nobody knows what time it is.
It is 5:47.
Is it 5:47
Yeah.
already? Wow. It's crazy that we head home tomorrow.
It is.
Like the days just going by so fast. It's,
We
it's
have
crazy.
18 hours left.
I should probably eat
countdown
something at some
begins.
point.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. It's also crazy that you guys started the game with the sun in your eyes, and now the sun is not
down.
present.
Completely, yeah, it's completely.
And it's
down.
not because we
And
throw
Sean said that
so
it
many
wasn't-
rounds.
Sean said that it wasn't a long game. It was a long game. I'm sorry. It was decently long. I think we threw like 12 rounds.
I know. The longer it
It's
went, the
still
more
long,
pissed
though.
off I was getting because every round was the same. And
I
I'm
know.
like, why
I know.
can't I just get over this?
Because there was many a time where like you guys were both just like bag left, bag right, and it's like if you just could find it.
Brandon, when you get out of the
Big points.
shower,
Things happen.
this seems like a weird transition.
Yeah, that was a weird transition.
When you get out of the shower, what's your order of getting dressed?
Where are we going with this?
We've been asking everyone. Like, what's the order? Like, what items of clothing do you put on in order?
Boxers?
Okay.
Are we getting fully dressed? Or are we
Yes,
going out
fully
somewhere?
dressed. Yes, correct.
You're going
Okay.
snazzy. We're
Okay.
going upscale dinner.
Okay, so I'm going boxers,
Okay.
pants,
Okay.
walk around the house a little bit with no shirt on.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Flex
just-
a little bit for the wife.
Yeah.
Flaunt it if you got it.
Find a shirt.
Okay.
Usually it's like the third one I try on.
Most likely cotton variety.
Right,
I got
right.
you. Yeah, you're definitely a linen guy.
Yeah. Sock shoes.
Okay. All right.
All right.
It's interesting to find
So
out when
we-
people
we've
put
had
socks
this
on
fun
in the progress.
revelation, though. I think we're onto something with fat guys putting on their shirt first before their pants.
If
I
it's
think
a
that
dress,
might be a thing.
If
Yeah.
it's a suit, I go shirt and then
Like
pants.
if I have to tuck in my shirt,
Correct.
and I know that, it's always shirt first, then pants.
Correct.
See, I'm still the opposite, and I'm a heavier guy, right? But I'll still
But
go.
you're like you're slim thick. like,
But-
yeah, all right, like you're buff.
but I'll still go pants,
I love that.
Yeah, it's
shirt,
not-
and
I
then
aspire to become slim.
Yeah, it's
thick.
not flabulous. all
and
right?
then,
You're
and
like-
then I
you're just-
wait until the last minute until I tuck it in.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're well proportioned, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, like once you had your first glass of beer, then you know how far it's going to stick out the rest of the night with the
get it.
bloat. That's what I have to judge.
True.
I'm just
Leave a
saying.
little space.
Yeah.
You don't want to be
Little
popping
insight into
buttons
my
and stuff.
life.
For sure. For sure. What do you think of the venue?
I like it actually. I like the openness of
Me
the
too.
venue. I like that you can kind of see everything.
Yeah.
Proper spacing, I feel like, in between the courts. You know, I've been to some venues where you're walking in between, where the lanes are set up and it's kind of crowded, or you're bumping into.
Well, Sean had some death glares today, though.
Really?
When
I?
we were playing, oh yeah.
Why?
With people next to you.
Why?
Like impeding you, like getting into your space.
Oh, I was
Several
giving them a
times.
glare?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, it happened several times today, but it's not on like the venue. There's plenty of space.
Yeah,
people are just
yeah.
like
I don't
stepping
feel
out,
it.
like,
I didn't think I was
5
glaring.
feet.
I was just trying to look over to make sure I wanted to make sure they were done.
Just from
I have
you
bitching resting
bitch
face. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for
So
sure. I
like
know.
from my point
when
of
I'm
view,
playing,
you were
yes,
just
for sure.
like
I'm normally a happy guy. Like I normally don't have that, but like in competition, yes, I'm not your friend. And I almost feel bad when I play against somebody that's like, oh, I really like your show. That almost kills me right
Yeah.
when we're playing.
It's like, I
'Cause
don't
I'm
wanna beat your ass.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
that's-
I better
I
win
feel
because if
bad.
I'm not, you're not gonna like me very much.
Yeah.
Because like I'm just not gonna be all chippy and happy, and I like winning too much, and it doesn't happen enough.
Nope.
So this is getting really frustrating.
it's time to just drop down to intermediate. Let's make the switch. We don't play
Venue's
anymore.
cool. I think it's nice to see this many people here. Like I get worried sometimes when I think about the whole global state of the game, and I think sometimes I look at it too much from like the business aspect, right? Like cornhole bag companies are making as much money, apparel companies, you just don't see as many popping up anymore. but people still like to come out and compete and spend money and doing this stuff. You know, what I mean, 1,100 people are here making a full day of this.
Right, and that's what I like about this venue is you can look out and I can see 1,000 people right now. So it makes you feel good for the sport. For the people that are here, for all the work that's going in behind the scenes, you feel like you're kind of paying it back.
And this is a non-professional realm. You know what I mean? This is just 1,000 people in a 5-state area that wanted to get together.
Don't say that to these people.
Well, you get what I'm saying, though? So it's like I need to come to these events to remind myself that, like, it's not all doom and gloom all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
so,
like, it's in a good state. Like, it's still going well.
It's in a good spot. It's just maybe that pro realm.
And it's still
not
fun.
Quite.
As much as I hate losing, I still have fun. It's the craziest fucking thing ever.
For sure. Because guess what? They're still serving beer.
Oh, yeah.
And we get to watch some crazy good cornhole players throughout the night. Just
again, and I know we harp on this a lot. TCL just has a different vibe.
It does.
It's fun,
100%.
man. You come here and like you're seeing all these people that you know, and everyone's kind of watching their people. You know what I mean? Like they're supporting. It's not. You don't see a whole lot of people just standing off to the side talking. They're always watching another match, and I think that's cool, man. I like seeing the support.
Hell yeah!
Right, it's teams without teams. It's cities representing the city, supporting their city, supporting their leagues.
Yeah,
right?
You were an honorary Clevelander today.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
Smart.
We're sorry.
We try to loop people in.
Yeah.
And
it's a miserable place to be in. We try to warn people before they get there, but
no, I love you guys, and I go and I make sure I go back and I like all the posts and stuff like that. But yesterday you posted something that said OH, and I'm like, I don't know if I can like that just because I live in Texas.
I get it.
You can.
I have no relation.
I get it.
But I'm like, they have 73 likes. I think that's good enough.
I hear that.
We needed 75. All right.
All right, so I'm looking out right now. Who do we need? Who do we want to try to get on the show today? I think I want to try to get Oscar Mairena on. He's an ACL rookie. I think I want to try.
Yeah, it'd be a fun one.
Up.
I mean, if we could drag Sammy over here,
you try to get
we
Sammy
could just
over
talk to each other for a minute,
2 or 3 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would love to get Victor.
Victor's fun. Dude.
I like Victor.
Yes.
Fan of the show.
Fun.
He's
Victor all day.
An absolute MF.
He's playing with Oscar, right?
He is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we can get them on together.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah,
AJ, we got to drag AJ over here too.
AJ Sims.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
AJ's good for a couple minutes there.
Yeah, it's starting to wind down a little bit. So we're in the bracket. Obviously, Dane and I are eliminated. So we're watching all the good players still up. But yeah, we're gonna go try to find some people, wrangle them up for some more interviews, and hope you guys are enjoying the episode. Hope you guys are just having a great day because we're having fun. Having a day.
Because guess what? Come Monday, Ohio State versus Notre Dame, and I'm just gonna be a kid at Christmas.
Not this Monday, the following.
The following Monday, but still, dude.
Oh yeah, they're listening.
I'm so excited.
I'm
so excited.
You're talking in the future.
The future.
The future.
Yes.
All right, folks, hang on. We'll be back with another interview, probably.
Maybe.
If not,
likely.
We hope you throw it straight.
Don't even. We're gonna have another interview.
All right.
Shut it down.
Fair enough. All right, welcome back to the Big Ass Porno Podcast. We found a familiar dude, Mr. AJ Sims. What's going on, dude?
What's going on, bro?
Oh man, we're in your neck of the woods.
Man, I know. What y'all doing out here?
We traveled through the. We went through the candy cane forest.
I was about to ask you the same thing. So I don't think I've seen you at a TCL event since we started coming.
I haven't been at a TCL event in 5 years.
Okay. So what brought you back?
So I'm playing with this local group on Mondays, man, and they want to see me play. They don't get to see me as often, and a lot of them, they're strongly in the TCL. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Just look at my opportunity.
I like TCL because it's very squad driven. You know what I mean? Like, representing your teams and stuff. Like
yeah, absolutely. It's some family oriented, man. You hear people cheering and chirping, and it's a party. But at the same time, man, the cornhole is just as much level of cornhole as anywhere.
Correct.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's some skill out here.
Absolutely.
What do you like? Not comparing one and saying one is better than the other. How would you say like TCL events compare to PCL events? Like, what are like the differences you notice?
I mean, it's two different things. Like cornhole is cornhole, right? You got people in the community. You love cornhole. You love cornhole. I mean, obviously TCL. You have a lot of local people that are able to bring groups. You know what I'm saying? ACL, you're traveling normally by yourself. So it's a lot of individuals playing, but out here, people are. It's almost like a big track meet.
Travels a pack.
Yeah, you travel as a pack. It's a big track meet. Every match, you got people watching other people. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that's the biggest difference. That you got big groups watching each other. For sure. When ACL is more kind of like you're going out there by yourself and you just going to get it.
I think it's more business atmosphere.
Yeah, it's more business. I mean, at the same time, like when you talk about the pro elite level out here, man, it's business out here too.
Oh, no, 100%. As we're standing up here watching the finals right now.
Right, absolutely.
Good shit. Do you feel, so being an ACL pro, do you feel any added pressure coming in stuff like this, like to do well?
Man, not at all, man. Okay. So, honestly, I respect the game at all levels and all divisions, no matter where you're playing, whether it's ACL, whether it's TCL. I know that there's dogs in each division, you know, and some of the top guys that are winning ACL Opens are in this building. So you can't come in here and say, oh, because you're an ACL pro, you should win in this building. Like, I mean, we got some of the top champions in the country that are in here. So, like, you know, I respect the game way too much, man. The players are so good on all levels, and I stand firmly believing that Texas has the best players in the country, and I will fight that.
If we consider the TCL some sort of like a feeder program for like the highest level, those who have had success in the ACL also, and they came from this area, also already had success in the TCL.
Yeah, correct.
You know what I mean?
Very
so like
true.
if you can prove yourself here at this stage, like it's almost guaranteed, like it's directly translated to success of the ACL.
I mean, there would be no me in the ACL if it wasn't for TCL. I got my start in TCL. My very first tournament was TCL. TCL introduced me to competitive cornhole. TCL was my first sponsors. They backed me when I went to Vegas. They actually put the money up for me to go. So, you know, TCL was the one, you know, where I got my start. So, obviously there would be no me if it wasn't for, you know, me starting in TCL.
Yeah, I know. You just feel a presence.
Yeah,
like,
you
looming.
could just like you felt it looming in the abyss.
Turn that mic on.
Here, let me. There we go. Levelers are up. So
Turn
Mike's
your mic
hot.
on here. There you go.
There you go. Chad's joining us again.
So you got new sponsor this year, or at least for TCL, right? What bags you throwing?
Apex Cornhole.
Okay, how'd that come about?
Some guys reached out to me, man. It's been coming a while back. You know, been flirting with the idea of coming back to TCL.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, and then just had a conversation, man, with the right people. You know, and I'm here.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good. I like seeing the best talent come to like big events like this. It's good for the game.
For
you
sure.
know what I mean? Like, and the fact that like you already, like you said, like the talent here is crazy, and typically success at these events goes directly towards the ACL.
100%.
Yeah.
Directly correlates.
I'd argue that the singles bracket I played in yesterday was probably the hardest bracket I played in my career.
Great, and that's
I
crazy.
mean, like, you got the best players in the country right here that are winning all over the country right here too. So it's
Hey, we're excited to have AJ and the rest of everybody else come to play because this just says what the talent is in this region.
100%.
And that's what it's about. Like, there is amazing talent all over the country, but there is phenomenal talent with these guys that have been all over the world playing against the best, and to come back here and for the guys that haven't been on the stage that you've been on, because you've been on ESPN, you've been on all the fun stuff, and these guys look up to play against you.
Oh yeah.
And this is the coolest thing in the world that these guys are loving. So AJ, thank you so much.
I mean, honestly, like I'm just excited to have him on our podcast.
Oh yeah,
So,
always.
hey,
Listen.
Hell yeah.
Number 2 download of all time.
Hey, that's true.
It is number 2. No, actually, it's 2 of the top 5 episodes of all time.
Yeah.
I like
You're
it.
a little brag,
hell
right?
yeah.
I mean,
I
like
like
a
it.
humble
Humble
brag
brag.
kind of thing.
Hey, I like it, man. I like it.
All right.
But no, man, I've been having a blast, man. This has been, you know, coming back. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been out here, man, and it's everything that I thought it would be. You know, it was, man. I had a great
How
time.
far out are you from here?
So I'm about 3.5 hours from here.
it's not-
So
it's
being
not-
able to,
all right.
being able to
Sunday
drive.
drive.
Yeah, being
Yeah,
able to
it's
drive with my
Sunday
people
drive.
that I play with locally and seeing them and them seeing me, you know, it's been pretty cool.
For sure. AJ, always a pleasure, brother.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me,
appreciate
man.
Go enjoy the finals, all
Hey,
right?
Chad, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, AJ.
Watch
sir.
it.
Always a pleasure.
Cheer boys on. Let's
All
go.
right, we're just going to try to grab some more folks, so hang on just for a minute.
And we are back here with one of the singles greats here of the TCL, Oscar Mairena.
Wow, that's pretty
Was
nice.
that good? Did I
Yes.
did
Yeah,
I
that
nail
was-
it? I tried
You didn't
to
butcher it?
I tried to get in there on it.
Yeah, that was good.
I was very nervous to say it.
So first, congrats on the epic performance down there.
Thank you.
One of the things I love about TCL stuff is like in the finals, it's like best 2 out of 3. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I kind of dig that.
Yes,
So,
100%.
is it hard playing doubles all day and then having to switch gears and go into single mode?
A little bit. I mean, yeah, going back and forth is getting adjusted. I'm throwing out the outside with my partner.
Hold the mic up just a little bit.
Oh, I've been throwing outside all day with my partner.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
So yeah, it's a little bit harder just trying to get it lined up on the inside.
Did you have like a change in bags or anything like that?
Well, my original bags, the blue ones that was used in the unicorn eggs by Throwing Stones, my sponsor, they felt a little bit sticky, so I went to another set, a white one, just a lighter color to see if they were faster.
Yeah.
and they were a little bit bouncy, so I just switched back. The second game after I lost the first game, I went in to the second game. I used my original ones, and
I would definitely say the boards got tremendously slower as the day went on.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
sure.
We were here this morning, and I was throwing carpet. I'm like, oh, I can be a carpet guy again.
Not too bad.
And then by the second game, I'm like, I have to throw a slick side. Like, there's no way. Like, I can't even get the bag at the board kind of thing. So, first of all, first year, ACL Pro.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did you qualify to be a pro? Did you go through the qualifier, or was it through points?
Qualifier, it was my first time going out there and playing, checking it out at Worlds.
Did you have aspirations of being like a pro player?
Not really. I just enjoy playing TCL.
Hell yeah, I love
it's atmosphere here is great, and we just have a great time.
Yeah.
And you heard the crowd when they were.
It was great. I love
when
it.
we were playing. It was crazy.
It's fun. It's fun.
So I mean, like, I just want to try it out what ACL was all about, and heard and seen the guys, the pros, and I just want to try it out. And I went 7-1 and qualify, and it's like I didn't know what it took to be a pro, like as far as all the
You
responsibility.
realize people say that might be the hardest cornhole tournament in the country.
Yeah, it was hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 7-1. I mean, that's what I'm trying to get this point across to people that the level of talent that's down here. You guys are like typically if you have success in the TCL, translates very well into the ACL.
Yes, sir.
What are your goals going in as rookie season?
My goal is to be ready for the Nationals, for the Sig Series, to play with my partner, Adrian Johnson, and be ready and see what we can do.
How did you and Adrian get partnered up?
I reached out to him and asked him to see if he was looking for somebody. And I mean, nobody knows me, so I was looking for somebody. I asked several people, and then I seen that, I always watch his stuff and all that. And so I messaged him, and he said, like, I'll get back with you and all that.
You're gonna get a social media presence and all that stuff now?
Small. Like, I'm really trying, but it's so hard because I work all the time.
So what do you do for a living?
I work for a fuel company out in West Texas in the oil field.
Okay.
So we work, I go in at 5 in the morning, get out till like 6, 7. So it's 12 to 14 hours a day, Sunday to Thursday. And I just try to sneak in my practice there to try to get better and,
I mean, it's working.
Trying.
In general, how long have you been playing?
About just a little bit over 3 years, maybe about 3.5 years.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. So if you're listening to this and you're like an intermediate player, you have aspirations, just practice every day. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, once at first I was just kind of like, just whatever, just threw it. And then once I played my first SIG, and I did okay. I won social doubles with this young lady, Lorelei Barrientos.
You were put on our radar. The first SIG we ever went to, someone said that you had just gotten done winning something, and I think it might have been your first one in like the A bracket. And people were like, you should watch them, and you ended up winning. And we were doing live stream stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember, and your name was just so unique that I'm like, I'm gonna remember that. And every time we kept coming back, your finishes kept getting better and better and better.
I'm trying. I'm telling you, it's like, and everybody, like you said, listen, if you put the work in, you're going to get there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, don't get frustrated. Eventually, you will get there, and, it'll be fun.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the ride. Enjoy it.
Absolutely. We'll let you go enjoy your victory tonight.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you
very much.
Thank
Good
you.
luck this season, all right?
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back to the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast. We're now joined by ACL Pro, Mr. Austin Waskow. What's going on, man?
It's going pretty good.
You've had a pretty good day today.
Oh yeah, we finished fourth in doubles.
Hell
earlier, and then we had the Pro Elite Championship earlier.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it wasn't the outcome you were kind of hoping for, but played tough.
I did. Yep, I had to double dip that last game, and I got up. I think it was 12-4, and then felt confident and missed a couple shots. He came back. It was a tough game all the way. I think it was almost 30 rounds.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. Yeah, 30 rounds. Shit.
Hey, you kind of came on the scene because you had some success on like the college stage, right?
Yes, sir.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to Blinn College.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, so Clayton Eli, he's also here. He got third in doubles earlier. Me and him won the college national championships last year in
Kind of
Myrtle
cool,
Beach.
right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you're a lefty. I ask
am.
all the lefties.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it gives you a little bit of advantage over like an average player, I would say at least?
Cheat code?
I would say I get an advantage because right-handed players try to block me. And they're like, oh, shoot, he's lefty. So I just cut around it every single time,
Yeah, right.
and they have to go collect it. So I feel like it gives me more of an advantage.
Do you throw like a natural cut to your bag?
Yes, I have a natural.
So
cut
like
in my
if they
bag.
want to block you, it's almost middle to their side would be a worse.
Yeah, to
like
the
be a
point
harder
where
block for you.
They almost
Right?
can't collect.
Yeah.
As a righty.
Basically.
So, I mean, that's what cheat code. That's why I say for lefties, cheat code.
And I always say like it doesn't matter what you guys do. Lefties always look better doing it.
Yeah,
Like, your
it's so
throws just look
smooth,
so
man.
smooth.
It's so
It's
smooth.
like it is just nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Now, how long in general have you been playing cornhole?
I started during COVID year. I want to say it's beginning of 2021.
Okay.
So,
All right, so you've been playing for a minute then.
I have.
You're kind of
yes.
like an OG among like the younger dudes.
I would say I'm an OG. I started traveling last year. Played Elite with Quinn Reeves.
Okay.
So
Quinn's one of our favorite dudes.
Oh, yeah.
I think you guys are. Do you feel like you guys are getting any respect like going into the season?
for right now, I would say no.
It's kind of nice, right? It's a good spot to be, right?
Yeah. I feel underrated.
Yeah, I feel because you guys have had some success at opens. You know what I mean? Like just sneak in there that first signature. Now it's weird that they're calling signatures now, right?
It is.
A little
Yeah.
confusing.
I don't
I'm
like
gonna call
to
nationals
say that,
for
yeah.
now until it actually happens.
There's
so.
6 nationals this year.
Yeah,
All right.
so-
We're gonna call them those.
I think you guys are in a very good spot. I think you guys sneaky potential, right? And I don't think either one of you guys is really getting enough attention for like rookie of the year kind of stuff.
Yeah, I would say we're not right now. I just feel like we are I would say just underrated again. Just a lot of people are doubting us, in my opinion. And
Which is weird because, like, again, like your name is known because you've done like the college stuff. I don't
and
know
you've
why.
had
Like,
success, like
Yeah.
repeatedly and recently. So
I think it's a good sign for you that you just had success in singles and TCL. We've repeated this a few times, right? So people are going to get sick of me saying this. but
Translates well.
It translates typically very well to the ACL. People that do well in TCL have historically done very well. Justin Bird Jr., Sammy Soto, Logan Chamberlain. I mean, so you're a good company right now. So you feel confident going in the first part of the actual season?
Yes, sir. I feel very confident. I was in Myrtle Beach last weekend playing, and I got second in my bracket in pro singles. I lost to Justin, actually.
Okay.
I had a double dip him. I won the first game and ended up losing the second game, 16-10. So.
Hey,
how did you
just comment
qualify?
on his calves and it'll crumble?
Yeah.
All right. Next time.
How
Just
did
use
you
that next
qualify?
time.
So I made it through ACL points.
Okay.
I made it through the #1 Elite Doubles Team of the Year, and we finished 38 in pro doubles last year as a
No
non-pro
shit.
team.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What did you think of the elite program? Like, did you think it was a good stepping stone? Like, do you feel like you're more prepared to go to the pro level now, or?
Yeah, I really liked it. There's a lot of talent in the elite program, in my opinion, and it actually gave me a lot of confidence when I beat these players and move into the pro brackets and stuff. So.
I think it's very good. Okay, so Dane, you want to ask your question?
All right, yeah. So, I mean, we asked several people today. We are here in Texas, and, chips with an accompaniment are a very big thing down here with your meal. So, just tear them out. Chips and queso, chips and salsa, chips and guac. 1, 2, and 3. What's your go-to?
I'm a big queso guy.
So, queso's killing the game.
I would say queso's #1. Salsa and what is it, guac?
Guac, yeah.
I like guac also a lot. I would say guac second.
Okay.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
I like that.
Switch it up a little
Thank
bit.
you.
Oh yeah.
Guac needs some love. All right,
It
guac
does.
was my #1 because my thing is queso is phenomenal, but a phenomenal guac in my mind takes over a phenomenal queso.
It's great.
Yeah, if you can find that perfect blend for a guac, there's a few and far between, but they're out there. They're called unicorns, folks. All right, we
Another
gotta
random
find them.
question: is a hot dog a sandwich?
I mean, there's two arguments with it, in my
There is.
opinion. Honestly, I'd probably say it is.
Wow. All right.
My
I just wanna let you know
fucking-
you're
my
on a
man.
very small
Let's
minority,
go.
but like a powerful minority.
Yes.
All right,
Hell
so
yeah.
we're gonna skip right over that.
You're part of a brand of thinkers. All right,
yes.
you have a higher echelon of thinking.
All right, let's say
we're all there together.
You make it to the World Championships at ACL, right? Your rookie season, you make it to the finals of singles, and they're doing a walkout song. What's your walkout song? I know, I'm putting you on the spot.
Let's see.
Is it this song?
I really like "Diamond in My Pockets" by Cody Johnson.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Yeah,
I like that.
I really
here
like
for it.
country music. That's what I usually listen to.
Okay,
so.
where are you from?
I'm from College Station, Texas.
Okay, how far away from that is this?
It's about 3.5 hours.
All right, so it's not, all right, so it's like a Sunday drive for you guys.
Yeah.
Sir, A&M through and through?
I'm going to Blinn right now. It's a community college, and then
Okay.
I'll be at A&M next year.
All right, gotcha.
But
So-
the funny thing is, I am a Texas fan. So
I'm sorry.
Hey, Sucks to suck. Ohio State for life. OH. No one else is saying it here. We've been trying all weekend.
We have been trying all weekend.
It's okay.
Awesome,
we'll
man.
take it.
Yeah, I want to appreciate you stopping by.
Yes, sir.
talking
Thank
to
you
us. Good luck this season, man.
I appreciate
it.
Yeah, keep the name. Keep an eye on the name. All right, Austin and Quinn, the sneaky team going in. I think again, like if we're making power rankings, you guys are not in the top 10 yet. After one national, though, very easily you guys could slide in there.
Yep,
so
100%.
I'm excited to see you guys. All right, keep it real. Good luck.
Later.
All right.
Outro.
Wow.
Here we go.
It's been a day.
It's time.
I don't know if you can tell from like the first time we turned it on to record to now.
Sean, your voice has slowly gotten huskier as the day has gone on.
What time is it right now?
It's 10:45.
So it's been 12 hours. So 12 hours later, we we finally made it.
Yes.
Final games going on right behind us. I think it's Division A Tier 1, so it's like the final. Shout out to Logan Chamberlain and Baby J, I think is what they call him.
Yeah, Baby J.
Phenomenal all day.
Killed it.
Beat out Gavin Cano, and I don't know who his partner was, but it was really good. Triple dipped him.
Yeah.
Crazy
his partner
shit.
was not Sammy Soto.
No, I know. No.
You know.
It has been quite the day. We're here with Brandon Thompson. What's up, buddy?
Living the life.
Just it's always a pleasure seeing you.
Dude, just winding down.
Yeah, dude.
It's been a day.
It's been a day. So like again, we've been here. We got here yesterday, about 24 hours ago. Right?
Yeah.
We landed about 24 hours ago. It has been a day full of content. Just absolutely between throwing, taking videos, recording podcasts. It's been a busy day. It's been a fun weekend though, man.
Yo, dude. Absolute
Every
pleasure.
single time we come out here, it lives up to the hype. And you know the thing is, it's 10 p.m. right now, which is scary because like it's the night's not over with this group.
It's young.
So we fly out tomorrow at I think our flight's at 1. So
Sean, you need a longer exhale. Just
yeah, I know. I'm just trying.
All right, so we're still in it. We're in the thick of it now,
J,
baby.
heading to the stage.
Baby J heading to the stage.
Heck yeah.
I don't know how old he is. If I had to guess, I'm going to say 10, maybe 11 years old.
But kudos to him, man.
Dude,
Threw
just
his
really
butt off.
freaking good, man. Just
Stud.
really good.
Absolute stud. Yeah.
No
Really
pressure.
And he was picked up by Logan like 2 days ago.
Yes, correct.
Awesome. Like, what a
Unbelievable.
story. Gotta love it.
We became familiar with him at the first Open or first SIG we ever came to.
'Cause we're like,
he
oh, look at
won
this
with his
young
dad.
kid.
Yeah,
Just
I think it was
absolutely killing
like
it.
B division kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really fun. So
And now he's just a little murderer, little assassin out there.
venue was awesome. Little
And here
different.
he is.
Definitely a little different feel than what it normally is.
Yeah.
Definitely a little different feel. So, we got somebody on here.
And here he is. The man of the hour.
What's up, dude? What's up, dude? All right, so I got to ask
Does
you first
your
question.
back hurt?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, Logan was
You
pretty.
carrying Logan that whole time, man. That's quite a task. You threw great. You can throw him under the bus. It's okay. He likes us, so you can talk a little trash right now.
It was hard, but we pulled it off.
Listen, you guys grinded a whole lot throughout. You guys can pull off triple dip, which is pretty cool. I mean, I don't know how often that happens, but that was pretty cool to watch you throw. What were you vibing to? What music? What were you listening to in the headphones?
Oh, yeah.
I saw you vibing out there, man.
I was just listening to rap music.
Who's your favorite? Like,
yeah.
who's your go-to? You know your go-to? How old are you?
I'm 11.
11. What grade are you in then?
5th.
5th grade. How's school going?
Good.
Yeah. Now, how long have you been playing cornhole?
4 or 5 years.
I think I saw you. I think you played with your dad. I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago, and you guys won like the B division or something. I still remember seeing you on the main court, and you were a little dude then. I hadn't seen you, and then I saw you pairing with Logan. So you just been playing all the time then?
Yeah.
You still loving it? Do you play any other sports?
I'm gonna start playing basketball.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Who's your team?
Well, we haven't got teams yet.
No. Who do you like? Are you an NBA fan?
Yeah.
Oh, who do you like in the NBA?
OKC.
Okay. All right.
Hey, they're pretty good.
They're
not as good as
So who's your
Cleveland
favorite
Cavaliers,
player?
but they're good.
Shea Gillis.
Yeah,
All right,
SGA,
sorry.
baby.
So we're from Cleveland. So hopefully we'll see you guys in the finals.
Yeah.
I'm hoping though. I think
Yeah,
that would be a
for
pretty
sure.
sweet finals kind of thing. All right. So are you going to the next signature series?
I'm pretty sure.
All right. So you have a partner lined up yet?
No, not yet.
You're gonna have a whole bunch of people wanting you as a partner
yes,
right now.
a
You know that,
lot.
right? You got. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna pick and choose a little bit. So now, how did you and Logan get paired up for this weekend?
So, my partner, he didn't get to come because all the snow and stuff. So, and on singles night, he texted me. He said, "You want to play?" He said, "Do you have a partner?" I said, "No." He said, "You want to play?" I said, "Yeah, sure."
It worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Match made in heaven right
were
there.
you nervous at all playing with him?
Not really.
No. Do you look up to him at all? Do you want to be a pro one day? Like, is that what your goal is right now?
Yeah.
Working on that. Now, do you go to any of the ACL events?
I'm going to one at the end of the month.
Where are you going?
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, that's right. This big open event, right? Okay, that's cool. So you haven't been to an open event?
Not yet.
All right. So I mean, if you do really well here, you'll do very well at the open event.
Yeah, yeah.
And I expect
Very
to see your
similar
name up
vibe.
there because you're a killer, man. It's crazy out there.
100%.
It's crazy. Do you enjoy being everyone that's older than you?
Yeah.
Just being up. Yeah, it's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, for the record, none of us like it.
Yeah.
Just want you to know that.
When did you realize you're pretty good? When did you start having a lot of success? Was it 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
And you've been A division kind of thing? Is this your first win in the top division? That's kind of cool. So what are you feeling? You excited that you won?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you hanging that plaque somewhere?
Yeah, what's the celebration? What are you doing to celebrate the win? You want to get ice cream or anything? Go get dessert somewhere? Go
home, watch TV.
All right. What's
Nothing
your
wrong
go-to?
with that.
What do you want? What do you watch on TV? What's your go-to?
I watch the Bad Boys movie.
Oh, Bad Boy. Okay, you like the movie? All right. You like a YouTube guy? You like watching YouTube stuff? What YouTube channels you like?
I don't know. I sometimes watch these too.
Okay. Oh, you watch a lot of cornhole, live stream stuff like that?
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, hey, congratulations on the win. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you.
it, man.
I expect to see your name at the top in Albuquerque, all right? To represent. All right?
Heck yeah.
Appreciate it. What's up, brother?
Hey, thank you.
All right, so that was a little unexpected, but
hey.
Listen, this is how it happens here at these
Last but
events.
not least.
Super cool, dude. He's 11 years old, man. He's so fucking
Killing it. He's so good.
So good.
It just makes me so mad that I'm so bad at cornhole.
we talked about this a lot, right? We had a roundtable discussion with a lot of who's who in cornhole, especially in the TCL.
Yeah.
Does there need to be a separate division? Is this good for the sport seeing an 11-year-old come here and dominate?
So me as a cornhole fan, I do love to see it, but at the same time, I wish that he wasn't here at almost 11 o'clock at night.
It almost feels like it needs to be, if they're going to compete, it has to be the highest division or they're in a junior division.
Yes.
Because the guys that are in competitive and stuff, you know what I mean? It is more of a social atmosphere, you know what I mean? People want to come here and
For sure,
hang out with their boys and stuff like that. So it's a tough decision. I think it would not shock me, liability-wise even, that we're going to see some changes even in the ACL, maybe TCL, stuff like that coming in the future.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you almost have to.
We'll see. But I hope you
Ticking
guys...
time bomb.
Again, shout out to TCL, man.
Yeah.
Another
Great-
event down.
great
Signature-
event.
So third or fourth straight year going to a TCL event. If you haven't done one, you got to check it out, man. I just can't say it enough.
They're awesome.
So, I don't know what's next on our docket. I think it's we're going to Orlando in March on
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day. We're throwing a cornhole tournament. So if you're in the
Sean, you have to
Florida
say it,
area,
St. Patrick's Day.
It's St. Patty's Day.
St.
Oh,
Patrick's
the
Day.
potatoes.
Oh, the
So
potatoes.
if you are in Florida, you happen to be in the Orlando area on St. Patrick's Day at I'm blanking out the name of the bar.
The Castle Bar.
The Castle Bar. There's going to be a cornhole tournament that we're going to be running. My buddy, my college roommate, Shane, straight from the motherland, from Ireland.
Homeland.
It's a beautiful bar, so we're going to go out there, help him support that. So that's going to be our next trip, and then we're just kind of planning. If you are a golf fan at all and you might be interested, we're thinking about maybe doing either a Vegas or an Arizona trip, do some golf, do some cornhole, do a guys trip. So
just got to do something.
if you're available, and we're thinking September-ish, if you're available and you think you might want to come on a trip like that, reach out to us. Send us a message, and we'll keep you updated. We're going to start looking at some places, and we think that's kind of the content we want to do. We want to go golf, we want to play a little cornhole, do a little guys retreat.
Straight up.
We'll call it retreat.
Retreat. Yes, exactly.
We're
Retreat
retreating.
for your mind, soul, and body. Hey.
So I hope you guys enjoy it. We're in full thick of things. When we get back, we're going to start talking about best of the bags, all that stuff. So we're going to be flying back to Cleveland here in the morning, but hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It's been kind of all over the place, but if you're a fan of the show, it's kind of just what it is.
It is
Love
what
these
it is,
live
man.
events.
Yeah.
So again, shout out to
Get the
Chad,
content when we
Jason,
can.
all them, everybody
Yeah.
that can't.
Dude,
Jordan,
we bagged
Brandon.
Jason. We got Jason on the pod.
We did.
Look at that.
We did.
The unicorn.
We did.
We
Shout out
landed
to
him.
Jordan and Brandon, just all of our dudes, Beard Dave, everybody
yeah.
that like just we love coming down
Love
here.
you
man.
all.
Love you all.
And love this place. Love TCL.
Near and dear to
Keep
our
on
heart.
keeping
Love
on.
Texas.
Hell yeah.
They're mediocre in football, but we'll get into that later. All right?
Damn straight.
OH.
IO.
All right. As always, we hope you throw it straight. That's nothing but four baggers from here on out.
Cornhole.
Later.